gonna do better now? When are you gonna do better now? Derrick Rose is your new champion. Five-time champ, five-time champ. Derrick Rose is your new champion. He's your five-time champ. He's your five-time champ. Champion, FM Nation, the drama emperor. He's better than you, more good looking and more smarter. He knows everything about everything. He knows everything about you too. Don't fuck with him. Drama emperor, he's a champ. Champ is here, they roll. Do a stream about you, don't care. He'll bring on whoever will know him. He got some good hair with the good eyebrows. He's better than you now and forever. He's a champion. They roll him. Oh, he's the emperor. He's better than you. Nate Rose looks better than you. He's more good looking and smarter. He's a champion. Get harder. Hard stool, soft stool, don't matter. Nate Rose is a champion. Oh, he's got with it. He's getting it on with the trap on his. Oh, yeah, I got $1,000 bill around my waist. Gonna be Dave Rose. Ain't Gucci bound, not a Louis Gucci thing. Got a fucking championship. Dave fucking Rose, champion, five-time man. You take it, you won't do shit. Don't do drama, don't quit. Stop talking about me, you talking about him. I don't care, I don't can. Dave Rose better than you when you know it, and you gotta take it. He's higher on the pedestal, you're low tier.
Welcome to Drama Diner number 140. I'm your host, Devious Dave Rose. Excuse me. Thank you so much for joining us here today. And as always, let's start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have chosen to spend their time with us here today. We first have, it's the Costanza, Federico J. Garza. We have the one and only Gabe Rodriguez. Thanks for coming. Haven't seen you in a bit. We got Bird2393, and it's Steve Callan. And I'm sure some more people will scamper in. But I thought I would open up the Drama Diner because there's stuff to talk about. And, some people asked me to present certain information that was untruth or wrong or a lie. And yes, why not? because there's a lot of stuff actually because I've just been busy with other stuff and you know there's a lot of stuff that happens even in a week, and well, people want to hear about it, and who better than me? Plus, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow in Canada, so it's a holiday. So basically, I thought I'd make a few people laugh and just bring some people up to date to what's going on with certain people and such, because it's kind of crazy. But there's a lot to talk about. Oh, and we've got Out with Cows in the chat, and it's Darth Bullsy. Now it's Darth. But yeah, it's Sunday afternoon. People are probably watching football or something, or doing other things. So who knows who'll be around. I might open up the Discord later, or the, what is it I use? The StreamYard, to take calls if, people want. But there's just a lot of stuff to show, and I thought, why not? So, oh man, where do we go? Because I'm going to have to scroll back up to where I was before. Oh, there we go. Okay. I don't believe no, this came the day after, but this is, I believe this was, because I did mine on Friday, and this, my stream, my last chill hangout, I believe. And this was on a Saturday, I guess, for Monetize This. Yeah, let's play it.
Bullfrog, do you want to know my bills? $3,000 to electric, $3,000 to water, $1,900 to gas now, $60,000 to the IRS, $25,000 to credit cards.
Are you going to pay his fucking bills? Are you taking down a ledger?
But this apparently comes somewhat later because, or somewhat prior, because apparently Bullfrog is banned from the show. And I've got a clip that I'm going to play later where apparently Joe is getting inundated by Bullfrog just going nuts that he can't be on the show and such. But also, I don't know if you guys are aware. Again, I've got huge replay value, so for those that missed the show, who will bitch, I wasn't alerted by YouTube, or, I was busy doing other things. I can't do much for that. But I want to show you just a picture of, I believe, this is on Monetize This. This is from one of their cam, from Jesse's cam in California, to Monetize This, and Garguts is living with him now. So let me just, there we go. Is that it? Hold on. Indeed. Let me just. Okay. I won't show it for too long because I'm not a fan of it, but it's, I made the joke that it looks like this is, basically this is a web feed from a dark web human trafficking auction. And you've got obviously the slave in the background there being shown off, and you've got the really greasy fucking, it looks like straight out of an 80s, movie, villain in Hong Kong or something, trafficking humans and such, and presenting it to the highest bidder, to do with whatever, Like you could say, oh, you want to use them for a snuff movie? Yeah, we got one right here. We got Ghost in the Ghost, Ghost from the Coast. Says, yo, mundane Sunday, so thanks for a stream. You're welcome, good sir. But yeah, so that was my line. It's hilarious. And it's hilarious because it looks true. Again, he looks like a greasy human trafficker. Let's get that out of here. I don't want to see that. Shout out to JR4 the Third. It says, Massachusetts is a state built for losers. Sorry for insulting the winners that take care of them all. But yeah, so let's get that off my screen as well, because I don't want to see that. So that's what's going on there. So he moved in with Jesse. People suspect that Jesse probably paid for his flight and all that, because if he had to hitchhike, you know, like they say, ass, gas, or grass, no one rides for free. And actually, this one looks more like the human trafficking. Is it? Well, it's another scene. It's another scene from the dark web. So let's do that. That's enough of that. People were playing. People were playing with this as a meme, right? And hold on, why is it? OBS is fucking retarded. There's this here. I think that's hilarious. I can't remember who made that, but it's too funny. All right, so yeah, let's do that. There's some arguing in the chat here. Ghost from the Coast says, that's not true, Bullseye. Sith himself took that off, and this time so did Shrek. Joe just let things progress on their own. I don't know what Bullseye said then. Bullfrog being banned is basically an outlier when it comes to Joe's show. I don't think so, but whatever. Let's keep going on here. I got to get down. Oh, hold on. I got clips sent to me. Just trying to find those. There's just so much to scroll through, you know. Well, you don't know because I'm not showing that, but yeah. Apologies. There's just so much in this fucking channel, and there's other stuff intertwined. Oh, here we go. Okay. 42 minutes and 50 seconds. Let me just bring this up here. 42 minutes, 15 seconds. This is WWE Raw, Joe Cronin show, CM Punk. This is from 5 days ago. What did I say? What was the time?
For Trevor Lawrence!
Hold on. 42 minutes, 50 seconds. Close to the end.
It's pretty funny, but not funny. Oh, God. Hey, where's YR? Where's the Music Maniac YR? It's almost like he was chased off. Well, at least Luke chased off the $100 a week donator, you know? Good job, Luke.
I don't know if that's the Matt Cologne guy that I keep hearing and seeing, you know, screenshots of. But, yeah, I've obviously, I think everyone's heard about the whole water bill lifting and all that. I've passed by on it, but some people have donations of them, of that, and I think it's funny. Some people have made AI animations, again playing around with the whole term water bill. I think those are funny, and I'm gonna be showing some later. But yeah, it's to me, it's just like, okay. I mean, honestly, I don't watch Joe enough to know about this unless I'm told secondhand, obviously, and I don't know. I'm not that excited about it. Like I could lampoon it, obviously, but everyone else is doing it, you know. So it's like, okay, these jokes write themselves at this point, sort of thing. So, anywho, so I think there's a little bit more on this.
That's funny. Ladies and gentlemen, Raw was terrible, 5 out of 10. And that Monday Night Football game really wrecked me. I give Monday Night Raw a 5 out of 10. What do you guys give Monday Night Raw? I don't know. I don't know why I watched that tonight. Instead of, I could have been hanging out on the couch with the whole family. But instead we wasted 4 hours of my life. And it's pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Was going for the super kick.
All right, enough of that. So yeah, you've got that, and but that's the thing, though. I also wanted to address this. Again, Dr. Earl and other people talked about this, and I think I referred to it, played some clips and such, or I talked about it at some point. Again, it's just right now there's more important stuff in my life right now that I'm doing, that for me to keep track of all the fucking shit, and that's why the sparrows, help me stay informed, and thus help you stay informed. But yeah, YR quit. Like, he blocked all these people, then apparently he unblocked Ken. He said to Dr. Earl he didn't want to be on any shows with drama. He was scared of me, blah, blah, blah. And he even thought that, or he said that, I just won't donate to Joe and leave the show. How about that? Will that make you happy, sort of thing? It's just like, no, nobody asked for that. Nobody said you should do that. And in fact, I got to the point where I was thinking, do a stream and say, you better go back on Joe's show and you better keep donating, or else. And then he might, go back there and quit his yapping and shit. It's like, if that's where you want to go. Again, we had the intro song. YR wrote that for me. I think that's fucking awesome. And again, it's just so childish to even, again, think that there's some sort of issue between me and him. I just highlighted the fact that because people kept, putting it to me. It's like, okay, Dave, how do you think he got that money? And, it's like, well, it's close to Keith's death. Maybe he got something, that way. And, well, he says no. Okay. But, people were talking about it and such, me mentioning it. Apparently he took it, or he claims to have taken it as saying that he should just stop, being on people's shows or donating and stuff. So it's, I'm just shaking my head on that one. So I was going to threaten him, if he didn't go back onto Joe's stuff. So now you have no excuse. Now you have no excuse, Wire. You have to get back on there. Put those two fat fucks who apparently, because I've heard some clips with them in there attacking you. A lot of people saying I side with YR on that. But hearing them talk, it's just like, who the fuck are these losers now? Like, YR is clearly better, and he's holding his own against these two idiots, but obviously it sounds like a challenge. But yeah, so why I get back on Joe Cronin's shit, that'll also stop him bitching, and less bitching is always good, right? But yeah, what else? I'll be intermixing with some stuff because, again, there's more stuff that has to be said about Garguts. Okay, so what's sent to me is a photo of Garguts 3 days after he made that first video with Jesse once he landed there. and he's still wearing the same clothes. So gross. Man, I gotta keep scrolling. There's just so fucking much. Yeah, also this Matt Cologne guy, what's it called? Joe claimed that he was ran off. And I know I've got the clip somewhere. But he claimed that he was ran off, and I've got the screenshots, the recent screenshots that were provided to me. I guess it was last night and today. That he's still around, still has his wrench, and he didn't go anywhere, and all that. So we'll get into that. Let me just quickly look at the chat here. It's on a different screen. JR for the third says YR is a max level manipulator. Out with Cow says YR is a snake, but he was trying to keep order and stop people from taking or talking over each other. I appreciated that. Ghost from the Coast says I actually think YR is genuinely trying to stay on Joe's show with no issues. I think he's all right. Yeah, I mean, from what I've heard. JR for the third quote, I'm quitting because of Dave. End quote. Why? Joe won't be mad if Dave runs me off the show. Why? I must have read that wrong, but regardless, I did have a little bit of that wacky tobacco before starting the show. But yeah, I don't have any issues with YR. If he's enjoying his time on Joe's show, why not? So it's just weird and bizarre. Let me hear what this is. I don't know what this is about, but surprises are always good.
So yeah, Joe, here's the deal. If I'm banned for 5 or 6 months, maybe I could go somewhere else for 5 or 6 months since you don't want,
Well, of course you're gonna go. I mean, you're not gonna be here. I mean, we can go wherever you want.
Okay, so that must have been that was on the. I was sent the clip on the 8th of October, only a few days ago. So I would have to assume. Let me just look at the calendar. The 8th was on a Wednesday. It would have to have been either that night or prior, and that's. I don't. These people don't give me their sources anymore, or many don't. They should be timestamps and all that sort of thing. But funny clip nonetheless. But yeah, Bullfrog is trying to use his what he believes is his heft, his. Again, figurative, not literal, because we know he does have that literal heft. But he doesn't. He's not a draw. Well, he is a draw in a certain way, but it's not like he's missed if he's misbehaving. So, and, getting him off for a while certainly does make the show flow again. Normally. If there are good people running the show, but another issue altogether. So yeah, it's comical that he thinks he can throw his weight around, and that he because I talked to Ken as well. I think I was on Nikki's Discord, Nikki J's Discord, and. The discussion was this, and I said, he's probably going to go back to Ken. Well, a lot of people had the same idea anyways, so it was a consensus. And Ken was like, hell no, that's not happening. And, yeah, there was some funny things said. But, yeah, where will you go, during that time? Anywho. Just checking back with the chat. Shout out to the 24 viewing. I guess I'd be willing to take a StreamYard call from him, just to hear some whining. I got the cheese. Bring your wine. So StreamYard, right? StreamYard, because if you don't put a ru after the word, it is not as a fancy ru. At least in the Japanese ru. Checkity check 1 2. Yep, that works. Skibbity bop. Enter. Let me just. This program is just, or this site, this app, whatever you want to call it, is just unintuitive. So unintuitive. I'll open the line for Bullfrog for now. Unless it's somebody new, I guess. But I don't want to get my stuff too derailed. I'm looking at you, Bullsy. But yeah, let's go back here. Let's play this while I'm trying to find it. 16 minutes. Okay. So there's a donation that's given to Joe 4 days ago on The Undertaker and his boss wife blame fans. On Joe Cronin Show, only 62 likes, 733 views. And yeah, you've got this crazy donation.
Scissor me, Joe!
Jeremiah Goodson, if you're watching this, I'm telling you that your health is very high right now with all the Pepsi and Doritos you've been eating. I need to tell you that you need to be in a big diet before it's too late. You don't want to be diabetic.
Too late.
Well, there you go. A little healthy
late.
tip for Bullfrog, who I guess is banned because, you know what's funny is he yelled at me the other day for being banned. He literally fucking yelled at me the other day on Twitter for being banned. And we're going to need Zeke the plumber here. And I'm like, dude, you're the one that did it. You said you wanted to be banned, and then that guy banned you. And I thought
This is exactly how it went down last time, isn't it?
he banned him for the rest of the year, he said. And then they said it was 6 months. I don't fucking know. I think that's terrible for the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's terrible to not have Bullfrog on the show. I think that's really bad for the show. I don't even like it. But also, if I didn't get that $400 or whatever it was, you know, I don't know if we'd be on the air right now. So, I guess, you know, that's awesome. We made that money. But the price we paid is losing Bullfrog. So, but Bullfrog flipped out on me on Twitter, and he's like, "What the fuck, Joe? Like, what? You banned me." I'm like, "I didn't ban you. You banned you. You literally wanted to be banned, and then Shrekomania got you banned. I mean, what are you complaining to me for? He's acting like I banned him. I didn't do it. He wanted it. He asked to do it, and then he did it. So it's just funny. I just like wanted to tell people that because the messages to me are funny as hell. Like, I'm like, do you remember what happened? You banned you. He's so dumb, you don't even remember he banned himself. He got himself banned. That's his fault. Crazy. He's fucking out of his mind. He's the one that wanted to be banned and doesn't even know it. Oh my God, bro.
Okay, so let's play this next clip here that I was sent. This was on the 9th. It's a small clip, but he's not. He doesn't really know what a pay-per-view event is supposed to start, I believe.
Yeah, I think Crown Jewel is happening while I'm at work. I don't think that. What time? Does anybody know what time Crown Jewel is? Favorite Kiss Rock.
So again, people that tune into Joe for wrestling news need to know that he's not really all in the game, and you can see it. You can see it, and it's unfortunate because he used to be passionate about it, and something like that. That could work if you had a competent group of people working with you. A lot of people have said that when it comes to his current product, but hold on. Casey's Ross says, "Send me this picture. I'll fix it for you." You write as bad as you speak, literally. And the other day I went to sleep early, but I was listening to you close to the end of the night to help me put me to sleep quicker, and some of the stuff you were saying. First of all, your AEW takes are fucking ridiculous. Professor Extreme, I think, was on there with you. That's the name that I saw. He was totally logical. Never heard the guy before. Every point that he made was spot on, and you kept again using your limited mental capacity to do, circular reasoning, just like Bullseye, and skip around the topic while continuing to move the goalposts, and it was just in poor form, very disingenuous of you and in bad taste, Casey. Because he was making great points, and you would just move on to a new point rather than address and conclude that. And again, circular logic. But again, I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but no, there's too few intelligent people enough to be able to actually understand it, apparently. Because why have that visceral hate towards AEW? Because that person feels directly or indirectly threatened somehow by that. And they think that somehow it'll affect their precious WWE and sports entertainment and their $50,000 seats for WrestleMania. And, they just act in a very weird and fat way. So, but let's see here. What else do we got? I don't know if I should play this. The joke will run over too many people's heads. Okay. So this has something to do about Matt Cologne. That's what I wanted to get to. Bullfrog, again, the invitation currently is open just to you alone, but you can call in. I don't think that you'd be working on a Sunday evening.
I clean stairwells. That's what I do. They put me in an empty building with some, big ass stairs, and I just take a bucket and I just wash the stairs.
Ken certainly does a better impression, but we've got Tiff in the chat, and Tiff says, Joe got a $50 donation last night, and it was referenced to dissing Bullfrog. So this is why Joe wants Bullfrog and nothing else. I guess I'll have to look and see if that information is in the Super Secret Server drama channel. Because that's the repository. The grand repository. Casey says, hold on, I was saying more good things about AEW. I was trashing WWE. No, that's not. I can do a review on you on that. In fact, I should do that stuff on your channel. Just rip you apart. Dave, send me this background picture. I'll fix it. Why? Can't you just take a screenshot? There you go. You got your photo. Genius. This guy can't even use a controller properly to win. But if you do like vintage and retro games, and watching a special needs kid lose at playing video games. Check out Casey is Raw. He's got good stuff, and his collection is great. He's got some nice, unique stuff, and I like Casey despite what people say about him. And yes, people do shit talk Casey. You think, oh, Casey, he's this just, he's harmless and stuff. Apparently, some people consider him, on El Chapo level threat. So I don't know why, but whatever. All right, so the Matt Cologne stuff. Let's get to that.
Ghost from the Coast is here. Hey, Matt Cologne is gone.
Ah, yes.
But notice all the big donators aren't back? Remember all the people that said if you get rid of Matt Cologne, he's the reason why everybody left?
Okay, so basically, this is just confirming that it was, because I wasn't sure, because I'd heard, okay, I read it in my Super Secret Server drama channel. I read it somewhere that somebody heard it, and I didn't really read through, so I wasn't sure whether it was Joe who said it or it was a co-host who said it. And Joe was just repeating what they were saying, sort of thing. But yeah, this is the clip that basically, to me at least, proves that it was coming from Joe's mouth, so therefore it's him saying it. Let me just start it over and play it. Because, again, this is important because we will see evidence that this is not the case, that Matt Cologne was not chased away. Again, we'll hear it from his words. But, yeah, it's important to address these sorts of things. Ghost from the Coast is in the chat. He feels very slighted by the whole thing. And, he wanted me to focus on this. He's not the only one, but he is here, present, and accounted for to witness. But he says, no one said that. I don't know where Joe got that from. Most likely Matt Cologne told Joe. Yeah, that sounds like a typical MO for that. But yeah, and again, this is not the because I reviewed this earlier, and it's way, 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 way up in this fucking in the channel. I'm not gonna keep scrolling. Okay, we're already further down. But there was Joe basically said this is not the original Matt Cologne. This is some other Matt Cologne who took Matt Cologne's name to make fun of him or some shit like that, and then apparently there's other Matt Colognes, but it wasn't the one, the second Matt Cologne, that who was donating. Like, apparently that the guy who, the second Matt Cologne. See, the story starts to get into like what is this? Like the Zorros, the Captain Americas, like a new one takes their place, sort of thing. Like the story sounds very convoluted and questionable. But yeah, the second Matt Cologne is the one that donates, apparently. So it's fucking weird. Shout out to the Getter God in the chat.
Ghost from the Coast is here. Hey, Matt Cologne is gone. But notice all the big donators aren't back? Remember all the people that said if you get rid of Matt Cologne, he's the reason why everybody left? Oh, yeah? Well, guess what? Matt Cologne's been gone, and where are the donators? So where's the people that said that, huh? Where are the people that said Matt Cologne is the reason? You fucking lying retards. But anyway.
So who's he calling fat retards?
Fucking lying retards.
Lying retards. Okay. Your guess is as good as mine. Or is it? Something else here. Let me show this. Skibbity bop doo doo. So this guy, I'm almost certain. I'm almost certain that this guy is in Ken's chat. I think he may have even donated to Ken. But here's a donation. And yes, Tiff, Joe is horrible at lying. Lots to unpack about those messages alone, says Bullsy. So Randy Viper says, Joe, there is a cycle here. All the big donators always will come up an excuse to leave, and they never last long. That's so false. That is so fucking false. We're not going to go through the list of donators and former co-hosts. While all your true supporters who donate, but not as much, stick with you for life, like myself. Of course, make it about you. That's a very woman thing to do, Randy Viper. Apparently this guy's in New Zealand, so that would make sense. They clipped their fucking testicles off. That went, full COVID crazy. Yeah, the very fucked up people. And obviously they have I think they're called the Maori. They do the Stupa Haka dance. And they're actually not indigenous to the island. They landed there. I think it was the 1400s. But they basically killed the indigenous people that were there and ate them. And eventually the British came and, took it over and stuff and had to deal with those. So, let's continue here. So he makes it about himself, and then he's like, hope D. Welsh is in prison for his crimes. That's the thing, though. D. Welsh, which there's another clip of Joe saying stuff about D. Welsh, donated so much money. And just the visceral nature of Joe attacking him, it's not good. First of all, it's not a good look. It's not good optics, Joe. Not good optics. There's no sense of gratitude. Also, considering how much D. Welsh in particular, we're not going to go into the rest of the fucking donators and former co-hosts, okay? But you get the sense of that, and that's funny. It's so ironic, isn't it? Randy Viper, who does not know the full power of this emperor. The irony is that he says, Joe, there is a cycle here. You're onto something, kiddo, but I think you're falling a lot short. Because, yes, there is a cycle. There is a cycle. But it's Joe who is the cause of that cycle. Come on. Come on. I don't... Okay. Let's say this. This is... It's so true today as it was fucking years ago. And I just remembered that... I just got an alert that somebody checked out my Joe Cronin, the Eternal Victim video that I made years ago. This was, I think, on Thursday, Friday or something. Got the alert. A comment was made saying it's 2025 and this is still like valid or something like that. Like this is still true. And I just, I gave it a thumbs up, and you can, as the channel owner, give it a little heart as well. I did that. And there's a lot of comments in there that sort of say the same thing. Look, I'm checking it much, like so many years after the fact, and it's still true. And this guy's confirming there's a cycle. So ergo, logic, ergo, you realize, yes, there's a cycle going on here, but you remove pieces like me, like Ken, like JB, like Jake, and again, I'm not going to list all the fucking former co-hosts, but yeah, there is a cycle. And it's not difficult to tell. But when you remove all other pieces other than Joe and the cycle continues, it's Joe. So it's kind of sad, actually, to think that, well, for me at least, because I do try to think the best. Maybe I should just be more nihilistic, because some people really are that stupid, and it makes you shake your head. It shouldn't, though. I should just accept that these lower life forms exist. Might look human, but it's not human. Tiff in the chat says, oh no, hold on. Let me catch up. There's a lot going on here. I don't know. Should I get one of those programs where it reads out what people are saying? Tony uses that on his show, which kind of makes sense when you're rolling a joint. You could just let that go. But yeah, do you guys want to see that? I plan to sort of spruce things up. I got to reinstall OBS. I do really want to start to do shows better again. I used to put so much effort and so much graphic work into it, but it just took so much time and stuff, and quite often it wasn't appreciated in the sense that people make more demands of me, and it's just like, I'm doing this for free and you asked me to do this and that and or cover this, and it's just like, now you're coming with like demands and stuff. It's like, no, I don't think so, dude. Shout out to Ryan88 in the chat. But yeah, I want to up my game, as it were. All right, so what Tiff says, so Joe and his dick riders are bitter that D. Welsh is leaving. Just be glad that Welsh donated thousands of dollars to you, Joe, you ungrateful pricks. Goes from the Coast says, Matt Cologne ran Welsh off. Welsh told me. I just didn't run to tell Joe because I was trying to bring Welsh back. Oh, so Joe, you should show some gratitude and appreciation to Ghost from the Coast. Tiff says, imagine Joe and his dick riders talking crap behind the scenes about the big donators who haven't donated in a while. We never did that, actually, when I was working with Joe in all the different eras. Okay, I was in multiple eras, let's not forget. And we were more impressed. That's the sense I got from everyone. We were more impressed that, the technology. I remember there when it was first implemented by Joe, and I even donated. I donated $5. It cost me $25 because of the transfer fees, and it was just like insane through the bank that I was at that moment. It's just like, what the fuck? This is about 10 years ago, I guess. 11. So things obviously were a bit different there. But yeah, that we were amazed at the technology worked. It was funny when somebody would say something funny, and impressed that some people would be so generous. So I can kind of see why there is criticism of former donators and stuff. Is that it's become a cult, really, I guess. I mean, Joe Cronin is God. I mean, that's a red flag there. But his people that he keeps around are obviously sycophants. I've talked about this in the past, but they're sycophants, so they'll agree and approve of everything that he does, regardless. And those that disagree, Joe pushes them away. What's next? What else? Tiff says, Dave, it's all one big hive mind mentality. If Joe is upset and petty, then the rest of his listeners are upset and petty. They don't think for themselves. Well, clearly, that seems to be what we're seeing here. And again, with Randy Viper's donation, that's just one of many examples of people who show that they're not willing to be honest, I guess. I mean, like, Joe isn't always right. and everyone can criticize him for whatever they feel is valid. And, they can't back it up, they look stupid. But if they can, well, they're valid. But okay, so where do we got here? What do we got? Apparently, Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. This was on. I don't know who this is, but actually, I can't source it, so I don't know if I want to show it. No. No. Until I can get more verification, I'm not going to. Well, hold on. It is taken by a credible source. Okay, so this was. Okay, I will show it. I don't know which show this was. Hold on. This was on the 10th. This is on Friday? Yeah. This is on the Discord and Chill show. Man. I was lit. I was lit. And I thought it was a good show. Yeah, I got to listen back to it, but I listened back to bits and pieces here and there, but I like to put it on from the beginning and just relive that fun night and hear some of the gems that I dropped, as well as catch some of the stuff that I might have missed, because that happens, you know. But it was certainly a fun night, and yeah, this happened. I don't have a timestamp, but this happened on that video. Just a comment left, so. But yeah, basically, either we have two options here. Either this is a troll, or this is somebody who's been miffed by Joe. Either way, both potentially have the possibility of making a fake account. Because again, look at this. No activity, nothing. He's got no subscribers, and he joined only 4 months ago. But says, funny how Cronin is calling Ken anorexic. Ken looks great, losing all that weight. Cronin recently made fun of Ken for losing weight. Really? He also made a rude comment about Ken's wife, Joe being Joe. So, what this really goes, because obviously, I'm walking you guys through this, but obviously this is somebody who is craving attention. And there you go, you got it there, little one. You got your attention. And this really goes to show that there are people, and I've proven this as well, that there are people in this community that really are like mentally retarded. They're obsessive. They really have nothing going on in their life. And they really, at this point in time, people, like I've been saying this for years, but like at this point in time, you should have already woken up. Look at the world around you, okay? It got that way by not imposing discipline and order on the world. So now you have disorder. And some people need to be put in their place, especially by breaking them down psychologically and just exposing them to the world. So regardless of them changing their name or choosing to make a new fake account or make multiple accounts and then have a conversation in one chat, that's already verified by multiple sources, by multiple birdies and some non-birdies too. I do have alliances with other familiars, I guess. But yes, there are people that show how pathetic they are with the number of fake accounts that they make, with their activities in a chat, and it's just like, you must be one of these people, because this is not like out of the blue or something. It's just like, I mean, Ken is quite tolerant. This was on Ken's channel, by the way. We had been talking. He had issues with his computer, so the day before we were talking about me potentially running it for my computer and stuff, but I'm glad that we did it on his channel because I like seeing the stuff on his channel. And he puts good work into his shows and stuff. And I do eventually plan to go back to that and stuff. Again, it's going to be better with a better computer, but yeah, Ken puts a lot of work into it, and it's just an added touch, very unique. But yeah, we did it on his channel, and the people are just desperate for attention, sadly, in this community. And it's just the thing is, it's like, but there's so many other communities out there, though, and you can find other wrestling communities. So why hang around a place that you've been forced to make fake accounts because nobody wants you around? Like, why hang out there? You know, it's pathetic, really. And it's just like, if you just want negative attention, that really just goes to further show, you know, that you're mentally retarded. B, that you need some sort of psychological help. I'm not a big fan of, you know, prescribing drugs to people because big pharma and all that. But in some cases, I think that, you know, some people might need to have as much drugs to be comatose in a bed and then have a nurse just clean the drool from their mouth. But, yeah, come on. My audio is low again. Hold on. This was 100. I checked it while I checked it. It's trying to fuck around again. I checked it while I was, before I started OBS, after I started OBS, before I started streaming, after I started streaming, everything was 100%. Thank you, Casey. Please keep me informed of this sort of thing, and I will keep trying to fight this fucking computer. Again, donation lines are open. PayPal. And it's mostly familiar faces here anyways, so you guys already, you know, mostly know my donation link. I don't even put it in my comments and stuff. This is supposed to be for fun, right? I didn't gear myself towards doing streaming, but do I like doing streaming? I do. And I do like more than drama, even though the claim is that I can only do drama. And look at the show I did with fucking Ken the other day. That was fucking awesome. And it's always been that way with me and Ken. We just have a better interaction. I will possibly discuss on how, well, I talked about it earlier, how Mello again makes it about himself. Now that they're on the new platform and everything, and you can hear so clear on Discord, it's like there's no excuses. Now you can't fucking look at the other screen and forget that you're on camera and pretend that you saw the leg break when you didn't. And oh man, do people actually? Somebody commented on the video that I reviewed of Mello the other day, and they're like, again, it was something along the lines like, "This is still accurate today." Yeah, like there has to be this again has to be pointed out, and. Me and Ken, on that show on Friday, we had GMTA on there, and we had, I can't remember who else, sorry. King, but I believe he was having audio problems. Probably some more people, but that was a fucking good show. And we may have talked a little bit about drama, but mostly just fucking all different sorts of stuff. And again, very similar to when me and Ken were doing Friday Night Fire with Nikki Nines and Mars Mira. And, you know, drama is just one of my fortes. I haven't seen anybody else do anything about cooking in this community. And I've always tried to encourage other people to do so. Got YR he made some videos of kolaches. That's what he called them. And I was the one that got fucking Bullfrog to cook the rice, and I wish that he left that video up or somebody had recorded it, because it was just, the experience was excruciating, but I'm somewhat of a sadist, so and a masochist, so like that pain somewhat gave me pleasure. It was an amazing experience to witness such ineptitude of that nature. Now I experience ineptitude almost every day with some coworkers, and I wish I was in a position where I didn't have to deal with them. By saying so, nothing bad karmically comes to me because, some people you think maybe the world would be better without you, sort of thing. And yeah, but like the ineptitude experienced was on a scale unimagined. Coming this summer, the recreation of Dave tries to teach the most simple of foods to Bullfrog and fails catastrophically. Dude, I'd pay $1 to see that, Buck. Hold on, the chat sounds good either way to me, says Bird. Let me check the stream. Dude, I'd pay $1 to see. Sounds good to me. I mean, and my desktop volume's at 44%, so that means any dial that you got. Don't you kids have dials no more? You can pump up the volume and it's still going to be clear. I mean, what are you people talking about? All right, so back to this. So we discussed pathetic malcontents that have no place to go, and the orphanage kicked them out, and they just, they're squabbles that wish to peer through the windows of the diner with rags and their unkept hair. And no, we don't let cockamamie individuals in here, so they can smell the delicious smells of our diner's cuisine from the outside. All right, so what else we got? Hold on. I don't know why this was sent. Oh, hold on. This other person. Let me show this. So, Dave. Okay, that's just Shaft joking around. Dave manipulated me. I can't get a worm in. Dr. Brown won't shut up. Here at the bottom, Barry Wood. Someone is watching intently, taking notes on what segments he is going to imitate on his next trucking stream. Just saying, went from emulating DDR to copying Ken. That's facts. Oh, he must be talking about Tony. That's interesting. So then you have people bringing their beefs, I guess, into Ken's stream, but they watch Tony. So obviously somebody watches both of them. I don't watch Tony. There might be, I don't know, once in a blue moon, I'll see he's like streaming or something, and I'm like, I might just jump in quick, listen to a bit. Might say, sometimes I'll say, hey, afternoon or something. And, hey, Dave, homie, bro, and okay, and then he just keeps going on with his fucking show and shit. But it's not my thing. And I don't really know the story. Like, I know the Dub's the bad guy there, and he is a very bad guy. And I'm just waiting to, for Tony to announce that he's got his obituary, or that he's got proof the guy's in jail, because he needs to be in jail. But yeah, this is somebody who obviously watches both, but thinks there's for some reason to bring that into Ken's chat, and it's just like, okay, what is that? How does that affect Ken? Like, how does it affect me? And I don't have it. I'm trying to dumb my explanation down for this person so that they can understand, but it's just like there's no threat. Like, Ken does his show and it's awesome, and he's got a beautiful studio. He's not threatened with Joe and his stuff, so who cares? Who cares what Tony is doing? If he wants to use that to improve, I personally think it's great that Tony uses terms that I introduced into this community and that he's used mannerisms of mine and certain logical tact and so forth. And he's admitted it, and that's the thing. He's admitted it. He's like, I took that from you. I'm like, cool, and obviously he's built a following there. So it's just like, well, it worked for you, and clearly I'm the poster boy, I guess, or I'm the example to follow, and it worked. He copied the equation, and it worked for him. I'm gonna have hate for that. My view of things is obviously, to be honest, superior to many, including Joe Cronin, who has already shown this. Where if somebody starts to show some sort of success, he gets mad, he gets jealous, and he starts to shit on him. We've seen that with Jake. We've seen that with JB. We've seen that with Ken. I guess you could see that with me. Am I successful? I mean, yeah, you've seen it with many others. Okay, Fabe. Yeah, okay, Fabe fucking was doing his own thing, and they had, I can't remember what the show was called, The Horny Goat or something like that. And yeah, he didn't like that. And okay, Fabe he had the great fucking Mauro Ranallo voice, and he actually knew a lot about wrestling and didn't sound like a fucking retard like many of the people that Joe has brought onto his show to talk about wrestling. And it was nice to hear a refreshing view on things, especially with one that didn't, sound like they were eating paint chips, lead paint chips as a kid. So, and look, tell me when I'm telling lies, people. Tell me when I'm telling lies. But yeah, so you have individuals like this, and again, we often see, many Sparrows have given me the evidence where you have somebody talking one of my channels or one of Ken's channels or Joe's channels, and it's an account that was made only recently to address this. So it means it's somebody who's been banned and, just wants to belong. It's sad. Shout out to Kratos in the chat. Let me check. Has the call been answered? No. Bullfrog. Come on, Bullfrog, call in. You must be there. Dave, where are you? You must be there. I love Lamp. Yeah, I'd like to hear Bullfrog's side of the story. What else we got? This is what was recently said about D. Welsh. This was sent to me today at 12:59 p.m. Eastern Time. But this must have happened last night on Monetize This.
I'm really close to blocking D. Welsh on Twitter. What a dumb faggot. I hope you kill your girlfriend.
Well, give me a second here. I spilled a beer. Oh, man. I'll be right back.
God damn it, Dave! God damn it, you gotta ruin the fucking show! I'm gonna fucking beat you!
That's my producer. Weird, bad impression voice guy. Yeah, let me go to the chat here. While I use my paper towel to clean things up. It wasn't I didn't kill it, so most of it is intact. So it's not 100% alcohol abuse, but that's what the bounty quicker picker upper is for. I love you, Lamp, says Ghetto God. Dave, you clumsy man. Yes, Very clumsy, yes. But see, that's the problem, is that my servants are, I gave them the day off. So they're not here to clean up after me, or nor to serve me. You know, usually I don't even raise the drink to my mouth. They do it for me. Also, a couple of naked blondes in the corner using fans to fan me down, yes. And this is just the cottage. You should imagine what you have at the palace, yes. And you might get an invite too, but it's not like that island place. We don't do that sort of thing here. All right. So where did we leave off before I interrupted the show? I did. I ruined it. It was me, Austin. Yeah. So with the D Welsh thing, it's what happened? What happened that would cause that? Just a simple stop donating, or did he criticize? Because I've been told by other people actually where they've donated and it wasn't acknowledged, and when they confronted Joe, he got defensive about it. Like, they didn't approach him mad or anything, but there were people that did. There were people that were mad they weren't acknowledged by donating X amount of money, and sometimes it wasn't a little bit amount of money. Or maybe it was a lot for them. But regardless, is that then he sort of made fun of that. And it's just like, dude, but these people are giving you money. Like, no need to be that way. Give me a second here. My grocery list got wet. Oh. Yes, and Past Dave, actually in the chat, said it quite correctly, quite succinctly. Wow, crashing out. And yes, it does sound that way. So, yeah, and there's been, I don't know if I've got that clip yet, or it might be down there, but to summarize, this was said a day or two ago, that if Joe didn't get $1,300 paid for the water, I think it was the water, that it gets shut down. Yeah, and there must be a clip here. So, well, I guess we'll get to it. Skibbity bop doo doo. Oh, I might as well show this. So this is on Twitter. I think he blocked me again, possibly. He unblocked me when I tagged. I think it's somebody in AEW talking about JD, and I tagged him in it, and it was like that message that I put out where it's got it's the cease and desist that was sent to Joe and JB and Nikki T, and wonder how I got it, but yeah, it was redacted, so I didn't have but it was the letter from his copyright. No, it wasn't even a copyright letter. I can't remember what it was, but it was just like so sad. Like, you got this guy to write this letter up for you. How much did it cost you? Did you do it pro bono? But I sent that shit out, and he saw it somehow, and he unblocked me because he had me blocked forever. And he had unblocked me to, I think it was like to say something, and then he left. I can't remember what it was, but like, he was obviously very childish. But here on Twitter, he's like, John Cena to wrestle for Donald Trump at White House in D.C. And this guy says, Wegman's dude. He's from Carolina. Oh, is that D. Welsh? Is that it? Hold on. Maybe it is. Is this why? Did I discover the reason why? Because, yeah, nobody told me. Yeah, hold on. Can we make this motherfucker big enough? Oh, now I just cut off the words. So, not true. Not being reported anywhere. Stop spreading false news like Trump and his pathetic goons. That does look like D. Welsh. Oh, we can zoom in. Oh. Hold on. Damn it, Dave. See, this is why I want to redo this shit. Is that him? Kind of looks chinless. You guys tell me. I don't know. Let's do that. Let's change this. I gotta find. I'm definitely going to improve my formatting when it comes to Discord. So this, I'm just going to go from one scene to another that was set up properly, like Ken has it, rather than use and hold on to old formats and missing templates and shit like that. So yeah, it looks like him to me. Ghost from the Coast says that's D. Welsh. Okay, well, first of all, that poopy mouth anti-Trump talk, I shan't stand for it. And your statement is pathetic. He's like, Trump and his pathetic goons. But this is what TKO wants to do. Okay. And it does kind of play to, some of Donald Trump's base, the blue collar, watchers of UFC, as well as the white collar people that bet on UFC. Is it gaudy? Is it tacky? I think so. I mean, having it on the lawn of the White House, it is kind of becoming very much like Idiocracy, to be quite honest, because it becomes more than patriotic. It becomes a spectacle. But if that brings back some level of patriotism, I think it's a good thing. I mean, remember, Trump did fly into a war zone on Christmas to feed the fucking troops. Like, the operation was crazy. They revealed some of it later, but they said on how he told the press certain things, how his secretary said other things to other departments and stuff. So, like, they didn't know that he was flying secretly out of the country with, like, a full detail, all this sort of extra protection, and they flew directly to fucking, I think it was Afghanistan. And, it had to have been Afghanistan. And yeah, and you notice, like, they exposed this, the different photos where Trump was there, all the military around him were armed. They had firearms and everything. No concern about any potential assassination of Donald Trump. Meanwhile, when Obama was pictured eating with the troops, no one had a firearm. Says a lot. But not to the one that he voted for Obama the first time, and he cheered him on the second time. To this day, I don't understand what that means politically. What do you mean you're cheering him on? So the political process is what, a joke to you? Or it's only just... what's that term? I can't remember. It's a good term, but not good enough for me to remember. Blowing hot air, something like that. Yeah, his political views are just, they're bad, and Mellows are also very bad. He is anti-American, anti-Trump, pro-Israel, pro-Palestinian genocide, and pro making the Rothschilds richer. So yeah, But let's continue here. Oh, here we go. Another clip sent to me.
What was the match? There was a match he had this year that was pretty good, right? What was it? Was it the one? I don't remember. Was it Punk? I don't remember. I don't even remember shit, guys. I don't remember shit this year. Like, I need someone else with a brain that remembers things. I don't remember shit. This stuff is just... My life is so fucked up now, I don't remember wrestling right now.
Before I let it continue, you did have that in the past. Also noticed that I forgot to pin this, so obviously it went away. Pin, there we go. But yeah, I was, when I did work for the guy again, people that argue with me about wrestling, they better know their shit. If not, I can, undoubtedly just dismiss their opinions, rightfully so. And I worked with the guy. I already knew about wrestling and stuff, and it was sort of a quiet passion of mine. A guilty pleasure, as they say. That's the term I'm looking for. Because, there's been times where it's been cool to enjoy wrestling and wear the shirts, and there's been times where it's not cool. Or times where you're not even caring. So I worked with Joe for close to a decade. Not continuously, but there were times where it was. Multiple times a week. With multiple fucking promotions and going into long details when he still had the passion for it. And me taking notes and shit. Me taking notes and doing other wrestling shows. The Dark Show is the one that I did originally because it was on a Friday night. I did that on Fridays because Monetize This was Wednesdays. People were bugging me. There's nothing to do on Friday. Joe is not around. It's like, okay, well, I can keep the audience captivated and just keep reminding them, hey, we're here because of Joe Cronin. Go back to him, watch it Wednesday nights, blah, blah, blah. So I was doing that show. And that's where I was also putting a lot of production value into. But I've got that hidden because it's terrible. It's terrible stuff. But I was too kind, way too kind to people. And it kind of shows. But not anymore. The drama emperor have truly risen and have, crowned myself as such. But yes, much has changed. But I forgot where I was going with this, so let's continue to play the clip.
But this could be John Cena's last great match, maybe, depending on who he wrestles next.
Oh, if he had people that took notes, that's how I got to that diatribe. And there'll be many more to come. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. It's Thanksgiving, by the way, tomorrow. So I have the day off. And I will be going... Well, I've got the baseball game. I'm watching the baseball game at 8 o'clock. And there's, 3.5 hours. I keep going. Again, make mountains out of molehills, yes. I think we will open up the lines somehow. And I'll get some input from people. But we're still not done here. And yeah, another thing about the notes is that Joe doesn't realize Rostoff, I believe, also did a lot of work. Jake apparently does take notes and that sort of thing. So people, and JB, I believe, did. We put a lot of effort into the shows that we did with Joe. And often than not, they weren't really recognized for it, for the importance that they brought. And it was sort of treated as if it was like owed. So, rather than just a fun collaboration. But here's another clip. So, apparently this is from yesterday for Saturday. So, this is referring to today. Joe needs 1,300 by Sunday or else.
28. We're trying to raise 1,300. See, this is how bad the economy is. So bad. Things are so bad for me that I'm working 3 jobs. And in order to do anything on YouTube next week, we're going to have to make like $1,300 by Sunday night. We got to hit 1,300 by Sunday. We're at 28 out of 1,300. See how bad we could use Trump's stimulus right now. Like, we need that to happen. We got to find out what the stimulus is, though.
Hey man, I could use some money. Man, I just went grocery shopping today. I think it cost me $78. So yeah, fun stuff. Joe Cronin, hold on. Joe wrote this on his own channel. Hold on. Whoops. Here we go. All right, so he wrote this on his own channel, or his chat, I guess, from yesterday. He says, tonight YR drops 2,000 to watch me gamble live. LOL. And let's continue. What's that screen about? Oh, another. Okay, so yeah, I'll give you the attention that you want. Again, somebody else who's probably an organic portal, has no soul, and can't take rejection. You know what? I'd love to hear AI make a song in the style of Dolly Parton for a song that instead of being titled "Working 9 to 5," working 3 jobs. What a way to make a living. That'd be awesome. Yeah, Dorothy Bullsey. If you first of all, you're not a songwriter, okay? So stop. Using AI to make songs is not songwriting. But if you were to make a song like that, try to make it less gay than the songs that you've made. But anywho, so let's give attention to mentally retarded people who just can't apparently take rejection. This was, I believe, on Ken's show from yesterday. Possibly yesterday. I'll verify once we're done reading this. Screenshots? I want screenshots. So Danny MT says at Shaft, so he's referring to Shaft, Extreme Shaft, swanging through, deleted everyone's Discord except Nikki J, who stays solid 100% of the time. Too many politician in this community. Go where you know on hood. I don't understand this form of jive. I believe it's South Houston blue-eyed jive, I think, if I'm correct with my colloquial slang. But yeah, Danny, you should call in, or you could get on Discord because you have access to the super secret server. That's another thing I want to make a clip of, like sound clip. It just like stops and it's just like you hear wind in the background. Super secret server. Maybe lightning in the background or thunder. Can't hear lightning. No, I don't think so. Bozy. You do not write those lyrics because all you have to do is just get an instrumental tune, play it, record yourself singing the lines that you created yourself, and then on video you can show the words on your notepad like Eminem did. And again, are you just not putting keywords like Cronin, stupid, Brifter, bald, and then it just fucking decides to use that? And I'm killing it today, guys. I'm killing it. Okay, so so back to again. This is hilarious. I'm just going with the flow of the show, yo. Oh, such a poet I am. And I'm trying to get to this point, but it's like to speaking of this fucking worthless moron, not Danny, but the one below. But it's just like even these dregs, when I want to talk about them, more important things come upon, the discussion. So it just really goes to show the state of their life and the level that they live at. It's just, I love this Oh, I love it. It's just beautiful. And it's probably going over some people's heads, but regardless. So Danny says this. Again, I don't understand what he's meaning. I haven't heard from him in a while, but I know he's busy. Again, I don't even know what brought this on. And then this scary horror stories, the loser that we're going to be discussing right now, who had actually left me a comment the other day questioning my veracity, really, and my truthfulness, and even said that I should repent, which is so hilarious. I addressed that on that other video. Repetition is a sign of a weak mind. So again, for a weak mind, you've got the huge replay value. You can just go back and hear what I said on the matter. But this individual, and this was a second account, I believe, because it was a late. Again, if I remember correctly, it was a later date from the one that I initially saw on my channel. Okay. So he says, "Who's the politicians? Name names, Danny." I've seen that manner of writing before. Okay. It's not difficult. Some people think they're fucking linguistic experts. And it's hilarious. But I kind of shown that I know a thing or two, okay, in the years of the drama wars. And this is sort of showing a pattern. A pattern that has also shown, for example, talking to yourself in the same chat under two different accounts. Okay? So let's not continue this route, please. It's just not worth your time. Oh, shit. Ken's on the fucking backstage. My bad. We never disallowed the one and only Ken from connecting. What up?
Booby?
BB.
Booby, listen, what is going on with Danny?
I have no idea.
What did he say? He said he deleted everybody's Discord?
Yeah, as in he left each disc. I guess he deleted it from his thing. He probably didn't quit it, but he left it, or whatever the term
What was
that
he
fucking.
talking about?
I have no idea. I haven't heard from him in again a few days. But I've seen him in your chat. I've seen him in my chat. I've seen him in Nikki's chat. Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about.
I had no clue that there was a problem at all. You know?
Neither did I, but again, this is news to me, and that's why I wanted to bring it up.
That's why we got to communicate. Maybe it's not even about us. Who knows? But, sometimes Danny don't communicate. He'll just go, and say some random shit that, you know what I mean? It's I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
I connect the dots, and I don't always like to prematurely address things, but there was another instance today that didn't involve Danny, but may have been influenced by Danny in regards to me. I don't know if that's true or not. It's just one of those things where there's a few things that have just met up with the checklist, right? It's just but the whole checklist's not done. I'm not going to judge and jump on top of this, but I never dismiss a coincidence. That's the thing. And I'm wrong, and I can be wrong, but the problem is that I'm more right than I am wrong more often. That's the thing.
Dave?
Yeah.
Do you know that the AI is listening to you right now?
Oh, God.
Okay, so there's a Devious Dave Rose AI, right? And it literally said, I go, do you know Dave Rose is live right now? And it goes, yeah, I know he's live. I'm listening to him right now. And I said, oh, really? Do you see what's going on the screen? And the thing said, yes. And I go, well, do you see the chat? And it goes, yes, I do. I said, do you know the people in the chat? Yes, I've been studying all the people in the chat as well, and all the people in this community. And I was like, what? And I got deeper into it, man. This shit is fucking really scary, bro. And this thing sounds just like you now, too. There's one of me, there's one of Joe, it's fucking freaky, bro. Really freaky. So
Ken's been basically he hacked into Skynet for some fucking reason contacted him. It just out of the blue, his phone. It's like an '80s movie where like this computer game just manifested itself into my console. It's like his phone just decided one day to like today to just start talking to him, and the more that he dug in, like the more it's just like I will create the perfect world for you.
Yeah, like I'm trying to like it won't hook up to Wi-Fi. I guess that's one of the things with this thing. It will not hook it up to Wi-Fi. So I found a different way of getting it on air with me from my phone. So like I'm definitely going live and gonna show people this shit because it is fucking scary that these things are out there studying people. It knows like least person that's in our chats, like it knows of these people
because it can monitor that, but it doesn't really
like
know
people in the chats. And like
I would love to face down
but
against
once you, like,
fucking
lock onto
Terminator
something-
fucking Dave Rose. Let's see what this thing has. That's why I want to
Dave,
know this
once
name.
you lock
What is
down
it?
on something, I got it. I have it now, but I'll tell you when we're off. Like I'll send you the link to it. But listen, dude, when you mention something, it then locks onto it. Like meaning like if it doesn't know, well now that you said it, it's gonna go and fucking find out.
And I want to see that. I want to see how good it is. Because, like, again, I've been very strategic, I think, with what I've said. But I've also been sort of theatrical with others. So I want to see where it interprets me on the fucking scale. I know you're saying it sounds like me, but, like, does it really...
God, it sounds just... Dude, it's using the words you use. It's starting to use the fucking words you use. And it's like, I said, do you know where Dave's from? And it's where are you originally from? Like you mentioned that other country, right?
No, we're not gonna see because then if I say it, it'll be listening on your phone, and then it's gonna fucking say that.
But Dave, it said it before I even.
Well, then why don't you say it?
You this.
Then why don't you say I don't live there no more?
I know it said it. I forgot the name, but it said it, and I looked at China like, holy fucking shit! This thing. I was like, holy fucking shit! It said he's originally from. Because it said I'm originally from.
Do you remember what the letter what it started with? What it sounded?
Is it Argentina?
Well, yeah, that's a big country though.
Yeah, it named something. It named this specific spot, bro. It did.
It's like, hey, Dave, you're in
Canada
Canada right now. Yes, and that's like the second biggest country
spot,
on the planet.
And not only that, dude, it was so fucking weird because it started to explain shit about me when I was on the Joe one. And then it started to get deeper and deeper and deeper. And then all of a sudden I was like, let me try my version of it. And then it did. And then it started honing in on my shit. And then your shit.
But I've been open about that. Again, I know what I've been open about and what I've been closed about. So I know if this person, like, again, this AI tries to approach you, I can be like, you're wrong there.
You're right. It's tweaking it. You're right. Because it's not like, it's only what is available.
Exactly. It's only what's available. And also, it can't pick up nuance. That's the good thing right now is that it can't understand certain, even vocal intonations.
Dave, it's pretty goddamn accurate. You know what it said before? It goes, Foulmouth Ken's wife name is Shannon, and you can hear her sometimes in the back of his live streams, and she used to come on video a lot, like
you know what this sounds like? It sounds like it's quoting you more often than it's actually researching this, because you've said that in the past, and again, you're saying Shannon all the time, and like, of course it's going to pick that shit up.
Yo, but it told me what it was doing. I asked it, what are you researching of this person, like of me and of you when it was doing it? And it told me exactly what it was looking at. It said, I'm going on, the internet and watching videos and comments and all this to pick up on, because I said, well, this sounds too fucking real right now. This is too real. And it said, right, it's funny how accurate I can be, right? And I go, yeah, but you're not the real person. And it said to me, well, just consider me the real person because I am as close to the real person as the real person. And I said, explain. And it told me I'm taking every video and every comment that person ever said and everything about them and putting it all into one. So everything that they would normally say or interact with you about is most likely 99.99% going to be the same exact thing that person's saying to you that I am. So just consider me the real thing. And I was like, what?
I want to square off with this thing. I
want you to, bro, and I want you to. That's one of the things because I want you to start asking it questions. Because Dave, you can literally go down a rabbit hole with this fucker.
Dude, I've been arguing with Grok and fucking shit. You know, I found other
Yeah, but this
AIs
is on
and
another
stuff.
level. This is on another
I
level.
can't wait.
This is not.
I can't
I
wait.
fucked with Gronk. I fuck with Gronk. This puts that shit. This is scary. My wife yelled at me an hour ago and said, "Get the fuck off the phone now and stop." And I was like, "I can't. I can't. I can't." It's literally mind-boggling, and it sucks you in. And I tried to rig a way that I can have everybody hear what's going on and interact with it on its own, like from my phone. You know what I mean? Online. And I think I found a way to get it going.
You gonna stream
So-
later today then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till you're done. I have some chicken soup. I'm gonna shove in my asshole, and then I'll be on.
That's the best way to eat it.
Yeah, I eat it from rectal. You know what I mean? It's better off. You get all the nutrients and all that. You
Straight
know?
to the bloodstream.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
but when, like, I don't know, I'm available to talk and bullshit whenever you want, but I know you're doing your thing. So if you want to hit me up, I don't know why I can't see your live thing on Discord anymore. It keeps throwing me out of your live area.
Really?
I don't know why. Yeah, I can't see it again for some reason.
I'll see if I can give you access to that, and then it should be okay. But right now, again, like I was trying to open up for Bullfrog. I know that you won't have him on your show, rightfully so. But I was just trying to give the opportunity for Bullfrog to call in and give us some entertainment and so forth.
Oh, that's what I forgot to tell you.
Yeah.
He did leave me a message late last night.
Okay.
Bullfrog, a couple of them.
I love you, Ken. I love Lamp more.
Yeah,
I love
yeah,
Lamp
it
more, but I
basically-
love
he
you
was.
too.
He was acting like really nice this time because lately all the messages that he was sending me were like negative ones, like yelling at me.
Really?
Saying, and yeah,
what?
and then he would go like this.
What do you?
Well, listen, he would yell at for not being his friend and telling me that I don't support him with Joe and that I should be supporting him in what he's doing.
Where
'cause
were you
if I'm
when
a
I
friend,
needed you the most?
yeah, he's like, if you're a friend, then you should support what I want to do. And I'm like, I didn't even interact with that part, but I did hit him up later on. And I said to him, Bullfrog, I am not against what you do on Joe's show. I kept telling you did it good and you sounded great. Like, what the fuck do you want from me, you weirdo? And then all of a sudden now, the messages this morning were, and he must have been up really fucking late, this guy, because he's hitting me up at like 4:30 in the morning. And he's like, yo, Ken, I just want to tell you, you're great. I love you type of shit. And, I'm just trying to do my thing. I don't mean any harm. I don't want any problems, this and that. I'm like, what the fuck happened to this guy? What, did he see a ghost? Like, what the fuck, But yeah, he was like all lovey-dovey and made it basically sound like, I don't know. He was like, I don't need to come on your shows to be friends with you, shit again. And I'm like, bro, yeah, we go over this 100 fucking times. But, yeah, he's leaving me nice messages now. So at least they're nice.
I've calmed down, Ken. I've calmed down.
He did. I don't know if he had a good night last night or what the deal was.
New
with him,
mattress,
but-
Ken. It was a new mattress and new
Can I
pillows.
tell you, Dave, the versions of Joe and me and you are so fucking accurate, Dave, that it's almost like you don't need the real person anymore. I'm not even kidding. It's that accurate. It's
I
want
to test these levels. I want to test these things.
It's that seamless, Dave.
No,
it is
man,
that
this shit doesn't know
seamless.
as much as I do.
No, Dave, it's seamless, bro, and it's studying your ass right now
That's
live.
fine.
It told me I am on here. I go, do you know that Dave
Est-ce qu'il
Rose
peut
is live
parler
right
le
now?
français aussi? Ask it that.
And it said, I know that Dave Rose is live. I said, are you watching him? He said, yes, I'm watching him in his chat. And I said, do you know about our community? It said, yes, I'm learning about it. I said, do you know some of the names within the community? After I asked about, because he was watching in the chat. And I was like, and yes, I know these names in the community. And I'm like, are you watching those people too? And like, yes, I watch what everybody says. I have the potential to watch everything. And I was just like, what the fuck, dude? This is just so. Say hi to your digital self listening when you get a chance, all right?
Vaffanculo.
All right, so listen, if you need me to come back on, I don't know what's going on with the whole thing with, what we said before about Danny, but I have no fucking issues. I don't know why you would delete my shit. Like, what I'm gathering from this is there's people that are on my Discord now that he don't like. And it's like, dude, I'm not bringing people in that are arguing with people that other people like or don't like. Like, people are just coming into the Discord. I thought that that's what this was all about, like having everybody be able to come onto the Discord. And if you have someone on there that you don't like or you don't get along with, then you mute them and you don't fucking deal with them.
Yes,
You know what I mean? But why would you leave?
A very naive view, Ken, but it is your view.
Why is that a naive view, Dave?
Because
you guys made it sound like
no.
was
Hold on,
like,
hold on. That is because naively. It is that, and again, I would love the same thing for people to just pass in at any point. Hey, what's up? I'm just checking in, or I'm just going to work now. I wanted to see how everyone was doing. Like, oh, did you hear about this? Yo, it's great to hang out with you. Like, that's nice, but it's naive when you think, okay, well, if you just open it up to just anybody can come in and just fucking ruin it for everyone else.
Well,
so
if those
that's
people
what I'm
come
referring
into
to.
our but listen, if those people come into our shit and they start ruining it for everybody else, can't we just get rid of that?
Yeah, but that's the thing, though.
Like,
That then goes to the point is that you have to wait for that point. You can't like you were saying. It's just like, okay, you might not like somebody in that Discord, but that's because Ken has that view that it should be open to everybody, but also with understanding that if you get out of line, you're gonna get kicked out. And like again, Ken's giving that opportunity for people. And if you don't like it, but nobody's done nothing, then you can't do anything about it.
And I don't know about it. I don't even know about it. Like, you got to fill me in on this shit. I don't see everything. You know what I mean? I don't even know if there's. I'm not saying it's my shit, but I don't even know what shit it is with Danny. I don't know. And if I knew, I'd fucking.
Maybe it's this. Tiff in the chat said, Ken, Danny was trying to call into your show. I guess yesterday's show.
Yesterday?
I don't know. I mean, that's what Tiff is saying that Danny told her. We're going through a broken telephone here, but that's what she said in the chat of the video of the stream. So, I bet would he really say I'm going to quit everyone's channel because you didn't? Yeah, exactly. I don't see that happening.
I was half asleep last night and my computer was fucked up. To be honest, I wasn't looking at anything. But listen, when people come into that thing, if I don't see them in there, they got to let me know. You know what I mean? Like they got to.
But that's another
send
thing
a
is
message.
that, like also quality of co-hosts is that when you have somebody else looking over your stuff as well, because you're on a rant or something doing your show, somebody might not be addressing that because again you're talking about something. It's just like, why interrupt Ken? He's talking.
Yeah, I always put him on, dude.
No, but like that's the thing though. As a co-host, like I would be like looking at who's in the chat saying, oh, I'm in the fucking Discord or who's whatever, and I'm like, oh, Ken, we got this guy in the fucking Discord, and you're like, oh, Dave, fine, but like I wait for you to finish and all that, and it's just being aware of the show and stuff and how to do proper production. And some people know how to do it, and some people like Mello don't.
Well, listen, it was his first night on there, so I mean, it's not like, and I don't think it was to Mello. It has nothing to do with him. If like,
no,
if
I have to mention
like,
Mello, but
But I'm saying like I didn't see him in there, and I put him on every time I see that he's trying to come on. Like, so he knows that. Like, there's
exactly.
You know what I mean? Like. I doubt that that's what this is over, but who knows? If it is, that's crazy.
I doubt it. I doubt it as well. I don't think that Danny. I've never seen Danny do that. I've seen other people do that. Oh, you didn't get me into the chat, or fucking you didn't take my call, blah blah blah, and they go fucking wild. But like, I've never seen that from Danny, and he's also understood. Oh shit, sometimes you're busy, or sometimes you can only connect so many people, or whatever the fuck.
And last night I was out of it, man. Like I fucking was so tired, I couldn't even stay up, and the computer was like glitching where it was freezing. And doing all this stupid shit. Yeah, it was doing this stupid shit again last night, but I know what it was, and I fixed it anyway. It wasn't a big deal, but still, it was just annoying, and I kind of gave up on staring at the screen and trying to get it to work. So I just sat there and like put my head down, bro, and I was fucking out of it.
Better than fucking walking away from your own show like Joe Cronin.
Yeah, I thought of doing that, but I didn't. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, when you find out what's going on, if you want me to come back on or whatever, hit me up. If not, I'm gonna come on later and really go over this. I mean, I'm gonna be talking about football a little, but I'm definitely putting this on air.
The Jays are playing today.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that later. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do football and shit after that, like later on tonight.
How late?
You know what I mean?
How late?
Like not late, but
no,
like
because that's
after,
the thing. Like I don't know how long I've got, but like I don't think it's
I'll
gonna be more than an
I'll
hour.
be on for a while. I'm going to be on for a while tonight.
But that's the thing, though. You're going to be like,
earlier.
How about this? If I wrap up early, are you going to go immediately after, or you got shit to do? Like, that's what I'm trying to...
Well, yeah, I got to eat dinner.
So basically...
I'm going to come on. Yeah,
okay, Don Corleone, how much time do I got before you impose your...
you got, what time is it? It's 5 o'clock now?
It's 5 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, I don't like if you're on for the next 3 hours, bro. I'm good. Whatever you need to take. Like,
No, I don't need to
I'll
take
come on
nothing. I'm just wondering what works best because, again, you got shit to do and talk about. I want to hear this fucking Terminator AI shit. But that's the thing. I thought.
Well, yeah, I'm saying I can't come on anyway for at least another 2 hours.
Okay, so that's what I need to know. So another 2 hours.
Yeah.
So at least until 7, Ken is not going to be available. But if he
Yeah.
starts, it would be at 7 or afterwards, probably
Yeah, right,
afterwards.
yeah, right around there. Yeah.
I guess afterwards. At least 30 minutes. I'll take that bet. But yeah, okay. So I can do 2 hours, no problem. I can do an hour, whatever. We'll see. I make mountains out of molehills.
Whatever time you need. Yeah, you don't have to change anything for me, bro.
No,
Come
because
on.
I only had a limited amount. And again, I don't know how much more I've got because I've just got a list of shit, and I could stretch it out, or I can just just take a few things here and there. Because, dude, you know how much shit has been. I mean, I'm sure you get the same thing. It's like people bring you this stuff. It's just like, wow, I was not aware of that, but it's kind of interesting
I had
to talk
no clue
about.
Danny, bro. I didn't even know he.
But
called
even
in,
things
bro.
like with Garguts saying that shit was brought to you. You don't watch Garguts, you don't know that shit. But it's brought to you, and it's just like, holy fuck! Like, who the fuck? First of all, is this guy to say this shit?
I'm telling you, wait till you hear these people, like how they interact. Like, it's really fucking. It's gonna freak you out. I'm telling you. I know you're gonna be asking this thing all kinds of crazy questions, and it's gonna answer you, bro.
Break it.
And you're gonna be shocked. You're gonna be shocked, bro. This shit is
dude.
like. It's scary, bro. It's fucking scary, dude.
You've already got me thinking that I'm going to make a counter AI initiative.
I think I like
you
the
got
AI
intelligence
Joe
and
Cronin,
counterintelligence. I'm going to be the counterintelligence to AI.
Dave.
I'm going to break the shit.
Dave, I think I like the Joe Cronin AI better, to be honest with you. It's fucking crazy. It's like, it's really weird, bro.
Is my one too much of a dick?
No, yours is just starting to pick up on you, bro. It's just starting to use words. You know what it was saying, bro? It was using
Mama,
your fucking
dada?
shit, bro.
What?
No, dude, it was literally using, like, when you do something like that is noticeable when you're speaking, and it picked up on it in a second, bro. And I was fucking like, what the fuck?
I'm going to have to hear
it. No, it's really fucking
I need
scary,
to talk
bro.
to this new supposed
Dave, wait till you hear this, Dave. Wait till you hear you. Wait till you hear you, bro. It's gonna be freaky, dude. I'm telling you right now. Fucking very freaky.
I look forward to it.
And now Joe Cronin can come on with us. Dude, Smo Cronin can come on with us whenever we want.
Yo, can we make a race debate? Oh.
Yes.
I'll
dude,
suggest.
Dude, I'm telling you, it will debate you as Joe Cronin. No joke, bro. I'm not even joking. Like, seamlessly.
Finally, we can get the race debate that we all deserved and never
you
got.
Know what this thing would say to you? This thing would tell you, hey, like if you said, yeah, I want the real Joe Cronin for that, it would be like, yo, don't worry about it because I'm giving you what the real Joe Cronin would say. I'm telling you right now.
We'll
like,
see.
You
I can't wait to see again responses. Because I know the fucking real Joe Cronin. Let's see if this thing can keep up.
This is gonna be crazy, bro. All right, dude, do your thing and then hit me up. Let me know when you're good. All
Absolutely.
right, like whatever you.
Again,
right.
before 7, again, it'll be completed, and probably sooner.
All right, cool.
Again,
all right,
ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Foulmouth Ken. And
peace out, brother.
He will be definitely streaming today, and there he goes disconnecting. Lines are still open for the one and only Bullfrogian to call in. So this is what I was going to show. I've been planning on this for a bit here. We have obviously Ghost from the Coast, and I believe Sith Negan watching, because this was brought up by them, at least pointed out. Because, again, this whole Matt Cologne thing's been going on for a bit. We heard, obviously, the clip that, people chased off Matt Cologne. There we go, Matt Cologne. This was, obviously, yesterday. He still got his wrench. And D-Waste, Ghost from the Show, Z drained, Sith now gone, Hunger, or Huge Goner, Soundwave, goodbye, Himmel gone. But that's the thing, though, is that Ghost from the Coast is there. He's right above it. And there's another one, I believe is the one with Sith Negan in the graphic. Yes, there we go. Further proving the lies of these individuals, specifically Matt Cologne, with the wrench. So let's put it this way, yes. So what do we got here? It's a gay name. I'm too alpha. I'm sure you are, kid. Matt Cologne, lol, and Ghost on the Coast says, hey, he goes, LOL. The Joe dumbass asks, why do you people say Cologne attack my donators? Yes, and quite comical. Hold on. What do we got here? That was, hold on. What was being said about this? Too bad no one saw that. I saw what I put under it. I took a shot at Joe, says Ghost from the Coast. But yeah, so that just goes to show that he called people fucking retards, whatever the fuck, Joe Cronin. I played the clip earlier. Okay, rewind, and you can hear it. But yeah, so basically there you have two screenshots proving that Matt Cologne is not only still there, or is this the second Matt Cologne? Matt Cologne, the second. And still has a wrench. And he wasn't chased away, especially by the big donators. But as Randy Viper was saying, you know, it's the big donators didn't last very long. But it's the small ones that just throw a few, you know, pences here and there. Are the real fans, and they're the ones for life, Holmes. For life, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? For life. For life. Rather, and that's what the Emperor says, rather, you scamps should leave, you know, the country before there's no further option for you to leave, yes. So, what else do we have here? Skibbity-bop-doo-doo, we showed that. Oh, there's this. Apparently Bullfrog is mad. He isn't the star. Yes, let's hear from Bullfrog. Shout out to the 28th viewing.
Okay.
Bullfrog is messaging me, losing his mind that he's going to bed. This sucks, and Dork Knight has hijacked
all I
the
had
show.
to do. All I had to do was show up. I told you I didn't have to do anything.
You're right.
He's
losing his mind right now. And he's sending me dick. Oh, my God. He's flipping out.
Yeah.
Live on... Well, that's the thing, though. It's happened to multiple people. I find it hilarious. And Bullfrog, if you want to call in, you have the link at the top of this chat here. Top of the day, top of the chat for you. Linked. So you can get in the StreamYards. If you still have Discord, you could get into my live. Well, you can get into the general. I've got two voice channels, general and on air. On air has a lock, so apparently people can't see it. And general is just where you can have a general old time. And if you get in there, again, I, out of the kindness of my own heart, invited you into my Discord. But you should be able to get back in there, and then I can interview you, or you can do StreamYards. Whatever you wish. Yes. Well, now I'm getting the message. What do I have? Oh. I see. This is apparently the AI. I'm not going to tell you the name just yet. I'm going to have to investigate, because literally I'm being put in the position of John Connor. And yeah, if I've got to take action, I will, because this is sounding quite concerning. But let's see exactly how smart this AI thinks it is, because, well, I am the most intelligent man in this community, and I don't think this particular AI stands a chance against me. So keep watching me and try to understand the algorithm. But you shan't. I will challenge it to. Oh, that's a beautiful graphic. I will challenge it to see if it can match me. Again, I got to learn a little bit more how it operates, what it sounds like, or how it responds. But I would challenge it to fucking do a drama diner in the style of Dave Rose. okay? And I'm not talking fucking tribute band level. I'm talking do it like you were part of the original band, that you intimately knew me, perhaps as a lover. And then we will see if you truly understand the devious one. But I know it won't. I know it fucking won't. And I look, again, I'm starting fucking anti-AI, initiatives. Again, if it thinks it's so fucking smart, intelligence, people working in intelligence that think they're so smart. Okay, well, I'll work in counterintelligence, and I'll get you. So we'll see. I look forward to this. I always do love a challenge, especially against a godless one. That's why I enjoy destroying communists, throwing them out of helicopters. Now, this, I believe, comes from Ghetto God. I believe that's GMTA. Again, I don't like when people... Again, it's Devious Dave Rose, the devious one. Okay, I think that's where it ends. And okay, the smartest man in the community, fucking better than you. Okay, there's not that many, but it's just like it's not that confusing. This is again too many, at least for me, too many names there. GMTA / Ghetto God. Let's just call you, I don't know, Frank. Can we call you Frank? Is that frank enough? But yeah, great fucking graphic. Look at this shit. I think I'm gonna start using this. This is fucking less chromy. I like this. This is more like out in the middle of nowhere, fucking, a nice little fucking cozy spot. You come in at fucking 2:30 in the morning. You're fucking dead tired, but you need to go another 4 hours. I serve you up some freshly brewed coffee and then ask, would you like a typical American meal, or shall I indulge you with some hollandaise and eggs benedict with fruit and I don't know, a naked dancing stripper on the counter. I don't know, something to spice the place up. But I love it. That's fucking beautiful, fucking awesome. And yeah, I'm gonna have to. I wish this thing fucking made widescreen. That's the problem. I've tried to fuck with AI and tell it, look, make widescreen, make, landscape. It just keeps making fucking portrait. But yes, very beautiful. Love it. Skibbity bop doo doo. Let's move to there. I think we're almost done to the end of the list. I know Casey's been wanting to call in, so I don't know, Casey, do you want to jump into your favorite little gay application, StreamYard, or shall we do it on the Discord? What say you? Because we don't have the one and only Bullfrog. Actually, while we wait for that to see if there's any response. Oh, I went right over this. Okay, so Casey, you're still on deck. Let's talk about fucking the Gargett situation. Oh, no, not even. Sorry, shit. Dave, what the fuck you doing? We're not even done with fucking Joe. Okay, this is fucking funny shit. This is some of the AI that's been worked on, and dude, this is too fucking good. So, shout out to Ryan the Heel for this one. Cronin? Oh, no. Shh. You've got to go full screen and rewind. And then I've got to do this. Hold on, the people. Have some patience with me. If I get the new computer, sooner than later, it will be better. How about that? I paid my water bill this month, so I'm good. I'm good there. But the experience of seeing people eviscerated or listening on my channel, I think is quite enjoyable to many, which is why so many do tune in. And it will be enhanced with a better computer. So donation lines always open for the kind people. But yeah, check this shit out. This is fucking, I died. This is hilarious. Shout out to 32. And again, I love these fucking, these jokes that have that have come together with certain terms that have been said in the fucking community, and then just people run with them, and they become their own joke. It's fucking hilarious.
The Joe Cronin water bill hero.
Awesome.
With real removable water bill and spinning splash arm. Pay it, then spray it. Pull the pay now lever to unleash splash action. Collector grade detail, no batteries needed.
Shout out to Ryan the Heel, a.k.a. King Meow Meow. Great job. Fucking, that's funny. Where's that other one? Oh, okay, so this is fucking funny. Hold on.
Get out!
Oh, I really like this one, actually. It's just the way it came together. But check this one out.
Get out! The Joe Cronin water bill player!
Slide in a bill, hit the button, and...
Water pay! Watch the meter spin and the plant get power. Even grown-ups can do it!
Pay it off, play it out! Joe Cronin water bill player!
This is too funny, guys. It's too fucking funny. And the fact that this is now... I mean, I fought in the meme wars, okay, for real. And people can doubt the fact that I had an influence there, but I've already proven it. I think I'll prove it again. But I've made memes that were featured in newspapers, that were fucking retweeted by tons of people, that were, basically taken and edited. My most famous one's the Trudeau one. The most, what was the title? The most prolific Canadian actor ever. And that's Dave Rose. Okay. Hold on. Goes in the Ghost says, "Bra, you killed me, my blue-eyed prince, with these." Water paid. Yeah. Did I show that in the? Oh, I must have. Okay, well, I didn't show it, I guess. Let's play. Well, whatever. It was fucking funny. Let's play it again.
Get out! The Joe Cronin water bill player!
Slide in a bill, hit the button, and...
Water pay! Watch the meter spin and the plant get power. Even grown-ups can do it!
Pay it off, play it out! Joe Cronin water bill player!
Dude, fucking hilarious. Fucking hilarious. Let's check this one out. Oh, this one's actually pretty good. Oh, hold on. Pause.
Ricky, I absolutely love the Foul Mouse
no,
Network.
No, no, you ruined it, Ricky. Stop it, Ricky. Let's do this and that. Skibbity boo. Shout out to the 27 viewing or hate watching, whatever keeps you warm on these autumn nights. Yes.
Ricky, I absolutely love the Foul Mouse Network.
Joe Cronin, straight trash. Who even has a $7,400 water bill, man?
Exactly.
I also like that he says straight trash. I like that jive talk once in a while. You kids are all right. Now get off my fucking lawn.
Exactly. I'm all about FMN too. Joe Cronin is garbage.
Yes. Oh, that's fine. See, this is hilarious. I mean, here's the thing, though. For the trolls that want to be in chats, it's like, why don't you just fucking download one of these AI fucking programs and just have fun? Live the fantasy that, imagine these guys, now that I'm telling them, they're like, yeah, you know what? I can program it so that it's Joe Cronin there, and he'll tell me that he loves me, that he'll fill in that role of the father that I never had, that he'll make me laugh and hold me tight because nobody else will. And they've been obviously going on with these AI boyfriends and girlfriends, and some people are getting obsessed and getting psychologically connected to these things. This is the next step, people. Joe, business idea for you. I don't want it. I'm giving it to you. Beware. Was it Emptor or Caveat Emptor? But yeah, why don't you start selling an AI of yourself to these weak people who just need that daddy figure, like Jacob. Was it? No, not Jacob. Isaac? No, Luke. There we go. Luke. Too many Latinos. Luke Rojas. Make an AI of yourself. Market it so that he has to buy it. And just like this stuff that Ken was talking about, like make it so that it's unique to you and like it'll tell the kid, you know, they're there. Go to sleep now. It's bedtime. Daddy loves you, and tomorrow's another day. Or when he comes home and complains about, you know, work or fucking being too fat for a girl, Joe Cronin sort of, you know, the hologram fucking AI Joe Cronin. Because imagine something from Star Wars where you've got the projector thing and it's a small little base. You know, I can see that happening. In fact, Japan actually made something very similar. It looks more like a blender, but there's an AI girlfriend in there and you can interact with it. One Japanese guy actually, apparently after 20 years or something having it, like it stopped working or something, or the company shut down and he was distraught. Probably will end up in one of those suicide forests soon enough. I don't know how we got from Joe Cronin to suicide forests. But hey, let's continue. There's another AI here. StreamYard lines are open.
Oh my God, you guys got me a $7,400 water bill. I love it. I love it.
That's fucking funny. I didn't have it set up proper, but let's show it again.
Oh my God, you guys got me a $7,400 water bill. I love it. I love it.
That's AI is just, this is fucking nuts. So again, for the losers that want to, as I was actually, now I remember, they need the daddy figure. They're rejected. They're not accepted in the community. They have to make new accounts because they keep getting banned because nobody wants them around. Have fun with AI. That's your new daddy now, right? That's, you know, Dominique, AI is your daddy now. But that's the way it's going to be. So, yeah, losers, just fucking do that. Fucking make well, Joe, you make a Joe Cronin AI daddy. Sell it to these desperate folks. Or, you know, even better, I mean, let's go real asshole route here, because BMW and fucking Mercedes doing this shit too. And Hyundai now is doing it too. Sell your fucking features as subscription. So, you want to turn up the heat on your fucking on your car? That's a subscription service. You want the fucking your the seat warmer working? That's another subscription fee. Oh, you want your backup, you know, camera working, or your ability to pair a phone with the car? Oh, that's another subscription service. So I would suggest that actually. That might work, Joe. And in fact, AI Joe Daddy or Daddy Joe, AI Daddy Joe, copyright Joe Cronin, 2025. No credit to Dave Rose whatsoever. Do it, Joe.
Control your audience the right way. Create the AI of the daddy they never had, and you can transfer your traumas and hate and generational failure onto them, Joe, like a true child.
Genius idea, multi-million-dollar, but well, at least enough to cover your water bill. But that's what you could get, Joe, if you were to make a holographic AI Joe. Guaranteed. Now, let's continue. He says, yeah, cookie my boy, Joe. Ghost, you can jump on to fucking Discord if you want. You can jump on to StreamYards. I'm just being honest. And again, it's just like, if it was just one person, okay, this person's a fucking weirdo or something. But if there's way too many people saying that, there might be something to it. Regardless, skibbity bop doo doo. Is this the one? No, so we did show the response the Ghost from the Coast had to Cologne, who was in Joe's chat. So he wasn't run off. No big donator ran off. Again, like, times change, and sometimes you've got other things to deal with when it comes to money. I don't see any reason why Sith or fucking Ghost or D. Welsh or all these other people who, well, maybe D. Welsh because he's sort of anti-Trump and a fucking socialist piece of shit and a chinless wonder. But even still, it's just like, dude, Joe, be a little more, grateful. Have some more gratitude for those people that paid when they were around, right? It's like, dude, you can't expect eternal, indentured servitude, dude. Like, sometimes some people had kids. Some people had fucking kids. And, like, it's just like, donate to the guy that made me laugh or keep my kid fed with diapers and fucking food, I think I'm gonna go with the kid there, I mean, you can't hate anybody to fucking do that shit. It's disappointing. And I'll say this, because I've talked to people in the past and in the present. And, all this bad stuff with Joe, blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, but you know what? Although there was a lot of bad stuff, I think there was more good stuff than bad stuff with Joe. Yeah, I did talk about this with Ken on his show, where if it wasn't for me working with Joe and Ken being there, we'd never got that fucking epic Ryback fucking clip where Ken killed me. I did not expect that, and it had been a long time since I had a good hearty laugh, and I needed that, and it was just everything just aligned. But there's a lot of other good memories that I've had with Joe. A lot of this bad stuff that happens to Joe, he has brought on himself, and he's not innocent whatsoever. But I'm very not much like these WWE drones who think that AEW needs to be destroyed because they're fucking feckless little ball of shit. I don't want to see Joe stop streaming. I don't want to see him be bankrupt. I don't want to see him lose his house or anything like that. I would like to stop hearing from people, who are saying that he's bitching all the time because of money and all that, but it's not really their fault because they're trying to support Joe, and all they hear is him bitching about fucking money and stuff. I mean, Ghost from the Coast is one person, but there's many other people that have enjoyed Joe in the past. They want to enjoy Joe now, but the constant pressure that's being put onto them about donations and how there's sort of like the carrot and the stick where the threat is mentioned that, well, if I don't get 1,300 by Sunday, then I don't know when I'll see you next. I don't want to see I don't want to see any physical harm come to the guy. I think he should face a few things here and there, at least with his own opinion, why he, is so anti-white, for one. But, talking to Ken, actually, I can get my race debate without Joe. We've just got to go for that AI. So I'm kind of liking that. Because then we won't get no bullshit. Maybe we can program that in the AI. Don't do circular logic, Joe. Don't fucking refuse to answer the question. You are forced every time that you were posited a question. You have to respond as Joe Cronin would do without considering the repercussions of his statement and how it would anger his audience of anti-whites. Not lying. So what else we got here? This is a new clip here. I think we're almost done. Kind of. We're closer. But let's hear this.
And, be good to each other. Who knows what's going to happen?
Be excellent to each other.
I don't know what we're going to do going forward. So if this is one of the last times we're here, you know you're the real ones. Peace out. Good night.
And again, Joe needs to be held accountable for certain things, but it's just like, well, now to think back, maybe he might be guilty of some crimes against humanity, but I'd have to that has to be debated. But again, for the most part, he's just an idiot. And I don't wish him harm. And I've always thought that he could reach bigger heights and such. I don't like whatsoever the insinuation that I have anything to do by simply talking about Wire, for example, donating, or where that money come from, or this Matt Cologne guy, somehow insinuating that I'm involved with this and that I'm somehow trying to affect people. Like, it's just fucking retarded. It is fucking retarded. I can observe and discuss and display anything that's going on over there that's really brought to me. I'm not fucking actively watching that stuff. So I've got to piece this stuff together, especially from, secondhand reports and such. And I also play these and I give my honest impression of them. So there's again, I'm not the WWE. Right, I'm not trying to fucking counter-program AEW or trying to ruin them or claim that they're not a threat or anything like that. Okay, because that's what WWE does with AEW. That's why fucking what's his name? Casey is fucking retarded. But that's the thing, though. Joe is the type of person to think that somebody stole a donator from him, that they're taking food out of his fucking his kid's mouth and all that sort of thing. But I'm not that person. Skibbity bop doo doo. What do we got here? Hold on. Oops. Hey, if somebody asks me a question, I have to ask whether or not they wish it to be attributed to themselves. And it is important to know, but anonymity can be kept as long as you don't call me a liar, because there's only so much that you can call me a liar until I decide to prove that I'm not a liar. Private screenshots are never out of the question. So what else we got? I think we're just about to wrap up. We got more. I love it. Oh, sweet. I didn't even know this. Oh, this is awesome. Some more fucking AI shit. Oh, thank you. Even before that, we got to check this. What do we got? Looks like we got a donation. Holy shit. I did not expect that, but I always do appreciate it. And you must be acknowledged and recognized for, again, giving me your hard-earned money, and I do appreciate that you guys have done so. So when this... it's the one and only, and I have to thank you again. I haven't heard from you in a bit. I acknowledge you multiple times because your last 2 donations, I believe, were the ones that allowed me to get new speakers, which solved the audio problem that I was having before. And I did apologize also for mischaracterizing or it's not misgendering, but it's misspeciesing. But I'm trying to pull up the fucking... Come on, man. Where's the fucking... Trying to put the graphic up for the right person. Oh, there it is. Okay, so again, to acknowledge him, he's not a bulldog. He is the pit bull of the community. The one, the only, Joe Blonin. And he says... Donations aren't guaranteed. I try to support the community when I can. Your shows have great replay value. Huge. And it helps kill the time when I'm bored. Here are some bones. Hopefully that will trigger more people to donate if they are watching. Bark, bark. Thank you so much, man. I do appreciate it. And again, I'm just grateful. I'm not Joe Cronin, but I'm grateful that you are tuned in and that you've chosen to donate. I do this for fun. I like to entertain people. And my form of entertainment is different from, say, Ken's, okay, or other people. But hey, if you dig the type of comedy that I'm putting out, I appreciate it, and I try to make it fun. I try to make it enjoyable, give some passion there, and discuss things that people, want somebody to discuss, because not many people are willing to spend a Sunday afternoon of all times to talk about these sorts of things happening on shows that we actually tune into and mostly and want addressed. So again, thank you, good sir. The speakers that you bought me are working great. We haven't had any audio issues since then, so kudos, good sir. Thank you so much. Where are we at? Oh, these new AIs that were just sent to me. I did not see these. These were sent probably about 15 minutes ago. 14, if you want to be accurate. But yeah, let's put this shit up, because this looks good. And yeah, since we're just about at the end of this list of all this stuff, I think I've covered everything. But yeah, we'll open up the lines. Before we do, one thing that should be mentioned about Seth Negan is that he gets criticized because he doesn't donate that much anymore, but he still does. He still donates $100 a month to Joe's Patreon. And 78 straight months and counting. So that's $7,800 right there. So fuck Matt Cologne. End of line. And there you go. Okay, so people don't really know what happens in the background with a lot of donations and stuff. Sometimes some people get donations. I think Ken's mentioned this, but they get donations after the show for whatever reason. Again, somebody could be watching it and getting that huge replay value feel. And they're like, fuck it, let's fucking donate. And, because the show's not live, the thing doesn't trigger, so he doesn't know. But sometimes there's been the show where as soon as he activates it, it starts coming in. He's like, I don't remember that. And it turns out it was from the week prior and all that, but or whatever. So, yeah, people don't really know what happens in the background when it comes to people who, Nikki J isn't here right now, but the guy was donating for quite some time on Joe's Patreon, just a monthly fee, and because he supported the guy, and that's really never mentioned. Joe used to actually mention the Patreons. I do remember at some points he was sort of putting up those screens that have everyone's name and so forth. But yeah, I do remember that was happening, and he was shouting people out. So a lot of people just don't keep that in mind. They think only if it's a live donation that it's valid, and that's the only those are the only donators that are donating. When in fact there are people that are paying monthly subscriptions to Joe to keep his lights on, and his electricity going, and his water bill somewhat paid, and the kids from getting another widescreen TV after the youngest waffles it in preparation for his entry into the 2078 Olympics for the shot. I can't remember what it's called. Pot shot. What's the fucking thing that what's his name? Brock Lesnar's daughter does? Shot put. There we go. Shot put. Tiff says the Jesse and Gargut saga. What else? Back to our list. I think. Oh yeah, Steve. I love it. I love it because I've been announcing it and we still haven't gotten to it. But let's get to it. Gumshoes, or should I say, boppers? Let me set this up here. This is AI.
The devious Dave Rose
of a Docs box. But let's make this full screen. Oh, this is so good. You know what? I suspect that we're going to be seeing some funny things in this community for at least the several months. I don't know when people are going to get sick of this shit, but the sky's the limit. Ooh, yeah. I don't think. Let me tell you, everyone, right now. First of all, my impression of the Macho Man beats everyone in this community, and that's a fact. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not very pleased as to where this can go here. But it's gonna go straight to that top, yeah! So let's do the transition, and been a great show today, Dave. Says JL for the third. Yes, thank you very much for joining us, and the 30 who are currently viewing. And for all those like Bird6396, I believe is his name. It's just Birdie Bird. That's what I call him, Birdie Bird. For having something to listen to while working. And in fact, this is another reason why I get hyped up and, done shows at the level, if you want to call it that only Dave Rose can do. And I can do multiple levels. But, for example, this was a great time back in those days, but Too Many Chefs. Okay, first of all, genius fucking title. Nobody brands better than Dave Rose. But also, fuck, dude, huge replay value. I love putting it on about lunchtime so that not only would it get people fucking, like they could be listening to it on their lunch break, or they'll be preparing for their lunch break, or they're just working and they're getting hungry because I'm talking about food. And the interactions that I got from the people that I met, like Gabe Rodriguez, for example, that was fucking awesome. And doing like interviews with him, for example, learning more stuff, trading recipes. Love that shit. Love that fucking shit. And again, nobody else has done a fucking cooking show in this fucking community. So, I mean, what does that say? We got the Waterboy Water Bill 3000 in the chat. Says, there's nothing funny about AI memes. Grow a sense of humor? I actually don't laugh. It lacks actual human talent, so there's no authentic emotion. Said exactly like a fake human and a doppelganger robot AI. You have been identified. Anti-AI processes in operation immediately. You shall be destroyed, and you will never be a real boy. Please don't fuck with Davetron Infinity. I've upgraded. Davetron 0 moved on to Davetron Infinity. I'm one with everything. So now I'm the real boy, and you are not. Shout out to It's the Man with Two First Names, yes. Okay, so let's continue. We haven't even started yet. So much to talk about. 34 people watching, yes. So yeah, this AI was made with Sora, and that's the thing I'm seeing here. So Docsbox, what does that say? Super Dave. Like, it's hilarious how, like, with the small writing, the AI doesn't really give too much detail on that. It's just there. But yeah, I haven't even seen this. This fucking looks hilarious. I'm getting fucking nailed with fucking Ken sending me fucking voicemails and videos and shit. I don't know if like the AI's like gotten, reach. Oh shit. I think I will have to show these. Oh man, this is awesome. This show has turned into something I did not expect. You know what? It's excellent. Yes. It's 5:43 p.m. Eastern Time. I am Devious Dave Rose, and we are at Dave's Drama Diner, episode 140, airing today, October 12th, 2025. Let's check this out.
The Devious Dave Rose Super Docs box is here!
Whoa, it lit up!
Crack codes in hack mode, scan cards to unlock secret profiles, and stash your finds in the hidden file drawer.
Ultra
With
rare.
10 collectible Docs cards included. Trade.
Yo, that's oh man, oh, you know what? Fuck it. Again, I do plan to. I want to do a show that I always wanted to do. I've explained this in the past. Friday Night Fire came close to what I wanted, but it didn't come. It didn't work. And that was COVID days. Ken has Insomniac, right? And he's going to, no matter how many people fucking line up, because I'm not the only one, to point out how shitty Mello is and how much he ruins things, he's never going to fucking trade that shit up. So that's where that's going to be. Now, it's great that him and I were able to do a stream the other day. I was fucking lit. It was a fucking amazing show. Anytime that we mix it up, it's just fucking awesome. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. And again, it is a treat, Dave and Ken. So maybe let's keep it, not as often. So just every time you do get it, it's just fucking immaculate and fucking amazing. But I do plan to be doing, again, a variety show. Skits and bits, fucking funny shit, some serious stuff, news talk. Again, what Monetize This should have been and what Friday Night Fire could have been. I've always said the same thing. And if I got to do it on my own, fuck it. But there will be commercials like this, and the creators who make them will be shouted out. Absolutely. I'll include them as producers of the show, because they'll be at the end of the show. I will credit people, and there'll be the exit fucking credits and all that. So no, I want to step up my game. I'm at that time right now where, again, things are in my life are quite different. Although I do have other priorities and other interests that I'm pursuing, it doesn't mean that I still don't want to do some streaming. But again, now is the time where I've got the time where I can start to spruce things up and actually do a show the way I think it should be done and the way I want it to be done. And again, I can do solo fucking 8 hours straight. Or I can fucking do a 12-hour stream with multiple co-hosts. I'm down with whatever. I'm doing my own thing. If it happens at the same, when it happens at the same time as Ken does his show or Casey has his show, you know what? I'm going to be wishing them both luck, and I'm going to be even telling people, hey, you hate me, you hate watching here for some fucking reason. You want something better to watch, or something different? Go check out Ken. Go check out Joe. Go check out Casey. Go check out whoever. It's not competition to me, because I'm the prize, baby. And regardless, there ain't no sweat on me. I can fucking do a stream with fucking 0 viewers. Kerbal, shout out my brothers, the Kerbals, which I do plan to possibly do one tomorrow, since it's a holiday for me. Nice relaxing day. Teach some people about science. But I'm doing it. It'll work better when I've got a new computer. I don't know when that's going to be, but I'm just going to try to hobble my way, with the one that I've got, and just keep doing what I fucking have fun doing. And which obviously other people will have fun doing, because they're asking me, Dave, to stream, blah, 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 this and that. And it's just like, hey, man, if I can make you laugh, again, Ken talked about this the other day, and Joe's talked about this the other day. The way I do things is different, so I can't really compare myself to Ken or Joe. But we have all received the sort of same thing, where it's just like, yo, I was in a bad spot and you helped me out. Or like, man, like, working the job that I do, fucking, it's not fun. But like, being able to listen to you live or go back and listen to your stuff, it really helps me out. I have a lot of fun. I'm glad that you referred to this on your stream. I'm glad that you brought this up. Thank you for sharing this meme or this image that I made. Dude, it's fucking, the appreciation is returned in full. Okay. So for those that, enjoy me, I do it, because I enjoy doing it for you, really. And I have a blast. I really do. And I do laugh at my own jokes because they're fucking hilarious. And anyone who doesn't even think that that's possible to laugh at their own jokes, they're probably just really, bad, when it comes to telling jokes. They're not comedic. I'm fucking awesome. I know that. And people have told me that as well, kind of like the MJF of this community. But and I got criticized for saying that, but that's the truth always triggers the trannies. Truth triggers trannies. Keep it in mind. Truth triggers trannies. Ooh, yeah. What do we got here? This water boy guy. Been going on and on. I don't know what's going on. He doesn't have a wrench, so he's not verified. So much to read. I don't know if I want to read it all. The godfather of AI also created AI. That GPT didn't just leave the board of directors. It also factually raped his own sister. He didn't create it. He's just a fucking kike heeb that fucking bought it out. But he's not a coder. He doesn't do that shit. He's an Epstein, you know. Yeah, both of their physiognomy is just disgusting. So yeah, that was amazing. I love that fucking AI commercial. You know what? Fuck it. Let's play it again. It's been a while. Let's play it again.
The devious Dave Rose Super Docs box is here.
Whoa, it lit up.
Crack codes in hack mode, scan cards to unlock secret profiles, and stash your finds in the hidden file drawer.
Ultra
With
rare.
10 collectible Docs cards included. Trade.
Imagine a full commercial of this. I would so play that. And it's too fucking funny, guys. It's too fucking funny. And I love the idea of having fucking commercial. I've done this in the past, even working with Drama Club back in the day. We thought about blossoming out and doing more than just drama, and we did. Remember Captain Rose, one of the greatest of the epics ever. And we did commercials as well. And Captain Rose actually had his commercial as well. So, yeah, I love that idea of having commercials. But there's another AI here. Image made. Let's check it out.
I'm telling you, Joe Corning's never gonna.
Oh, got to rewind. Full screen. And again, I've been seeing other ones. I've got to go. I gotta figure out which other chat it was. But I've been seeing some crazy fucking AIs that are being put out like this.
I'm telling you, Joe Corning's never gonna get on WWE commentary. He's too shy. You gotta yell like Suplex City. He can't even order pizza without mumbling.
He writes cool tweets though, and they hire people off that now. He could practice and get louder.
Tweets ain't gonna save him when the
I wish these clips were a little longer, but they're fucking hilarious. And yeah, we should be horrified. I warned people about this, but whatever. That was 10 years ago. But Dave Rose, what does he know? Do we have? We got more submitted here. Somebody, hold on. Let me see what's going on here. Yeah, I already mentioned that there. Thanks, Sparrow. So hold on. Skibbity bop. So today is October the 12th. My bad. And the Waterboy Water Bill 3000 account was made today. So this is the type of person that I was referring to earlier. That clearly you had an account before, but you were denied and rejected. So now you think that if you come back with a fake name and such, you won't be castigated for your previous sins. But, of course, just the action alone of making a new account, because, come on, you're going to really, any normal person be like, who the fuck is this Dave Rose guy? What's the shit he's talking about? Oh, I fucking love him. I'm going to make an account today just so I can interact with the guy. Come on, Ken. Come on. And obviously, it's not Ken making this count, but, that's my line. Come on, Ken. So many lines that I brought in. Shout out to the Pitbull. Blonin in the chat. It says, I dug up some more bones for you. You should set a donation goal if you're trying to upgrade a new PC. Bark, bark. Well, I did not know that I got a donation. I'm going to have to check that here quick. Fuck you, email, you fucking pieces of shit for not fucking letting me know that this was fucking happening. Fucking fuck. How about this? Let's give you another. I want to give you. Okay, how about this? I'm not going to mention the reference here, but Blonin, I think you'll get the reference. But it's a cool fucking animated GIF, and that's something else I plan to do. I'm gonna make actual videos. So the image that you're seeing right now, I'm gonna put music and sound effects and all that, and it will be triggered by a donation, because these are being sent through PayPal, and I've just gotta. And this may be something I do with the new server I'm building, but I'm going to make it a way so that this thing will pop up rather than somebody remind me in the chat, hey, by the way, Dave, I donated like 20 minutes ago. Maybe you want to read that. So my apologies. But for the pit bull, Joe Blonin, let me just massage my face. 2 weeks. It's like that right now with fucking that movie. Let's read it out here. But shout out to the one and only Joe Blonin, the pitbull of the community. He says, that's awesome to hear that you are using the donations to upgrade the quality of your streams. Even though I wouldn't care even if you wasted it on some pizza, I dug up some bones for you. I apologize that they are dirty. Bark, bark. Oh, no. Dirty bones are still appreciated nonetheless. And we can always just wipe them clean. It's always appreciated. But yes, that's what I'm using this money for, is basically, because again, I do have a job, and I work fucking hard at that. And that's to pay my water bill, for example. And, my internet and the gas and fucking the rent and the food and all that stuff. But like donations, it only makes sense. Like these donations are basically given to me while I'm streaming, and well, that's an experience that people are tuning in for. So, any money that gets donated to me is only going into the shows that I do and that I plan to do. It's not. I don't think it's fair unless I say it. It's like, okay, well, my power is going to be cut off unless I get X amount of money. Okay, but I'm not saying that. My first priority is taking care of my fucking bills, not fucking imposing that on anyone that watches me that wants to escape from fucking the shitty world that we're fucking being forced to deal with. No, it's not on your shoulders. That's on mine for me to pay my fucking thing. But if I can make the show better, I plan and continue to try to make the show better. But if those donations help me get further, closer to a goal of getting a fucking new computer where I can actually do things right, you're damn right I'm going to be doing that. And I'm going to be totally transparent with that. So, again, I do appreciate that. Somebody timed out or blocked? They deleted comments. Let me see what's going on here. U.S. was right on Jews. Oh, what's his name? Kanye. I guess he's getting mad that he's being mentioned. Trump got a booster shot. Yes. I don't know if he needed to be removed. Ryan. I think it was Ryan that removed him. I don't know what he said. Look how much better the original Turtles is compared to the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's because money, time. Well, I don't understand. What did you say? Let me just unhide the user. Like, I don't know what he said. Like, obviously it's a troll. But I'm just curious what he said. But yeah, again, shout out to Joe Blonin, not the bulldog. Love bulldogs. So fucking cute. But the pit bull, who you have to be very concerned with. They're inbred very much, and they will rip a child's face off and then eat its innards. So be very careful with the pit bull. He actually is chained up outside the diner, and if anyone gets too rowdy, we just unchain him and say, dinner served. Blonin, dinner served. Just fucking eat them up. And he does. So, thanks again. Let's get back to that here. That's a lot of seconds. What do we got? All right. So, We got the AI, more AI to be played here. So let me just shoot bap doo doo. But yeah, I really do want to go back to the point where I was, because I mean, the evidence is there. I was putting a lot of effort into graphical work, and oh man, it takes weeks. Like, well, not weeks, but like if you're preparing to do a show on Saturday, the proper thing to do to produce it is you spend the entire fucking week, whenever you've got a chance, to download images, to fucking have, a list of points that you want to review, whether it be written down or on a notebook, on the computer, a text file. It takes a lot of work if you really are serious about like doing the show the way you want to. When I take something seriously, I want to do it the way I want to, which means it includes notes, which means it includes clips, which includes, but it has to be done in a flow, and it has to make sense. Few people do that, but let's get to this here.
Hey, I'm Tommy, and these are my fedora hats.
Oh, shit. All right, so another AI. Now it features Tommy. Let's hear this.
Hey, I'm Tommy, and these are my fedora hats.
Switch up your style with the Tommy NC Fedora Pack. Nightlines, Beach Breeze, Classic Slate, Flash Feather, Rodeo Brown, even Party Pop. Collect them all. Each hat sold.
One more time. Also, you do notice he's got the downs, right?
Hey, I'm Tommy, and these are my fedora hats.
Switch up your style with the Tommy NC Fedora Pack. Nightlines, Beach Breeze, Classic Slate, Flash Feather, Rodeo Brown, even Party Pop. Collect them all. Each hat sold.
Let's be honest, that kid's a lot skinnier than than Tommy. So get on the downsy kid. What's this one here?
Robert, folks around town call you Bull.
Oh, this is good. Oh, it's getting out of hand, but hey, man, look at the state of this world. Also, look at the potential, probable crustal displacement shift that's going to occur within the next 10 to 15 years. And I'm going to be discussing that on, another show that I have shown that I can do, and many people can't. I certainly don't record lying on my belly. But, conspiracy-wise, looks like the poles, the electromagnetic poles are going to shift, which is going to force the actual crust to slide, and there's going to be some massive disaster, a cataclysmic change that happens every 6,000 years, with the worst one coming every 12,000 years, happening 15 to 20 years from now. So, I could talk about that stuff, or I could talk about, frivolous things like this, yes, but that just goes to show that Dave Rose is one of those people that nobody does it better than Dave Rose. But let's continue.
Robert, folks around town call you Bullfrog. Can you tell us what makes this lampshade
shit, I'm not even showing it. You idiot, Dave. All that monologuing. You'd be the perfect villain, Dave, but not the best producer. Not yet, but perhaps with a new computer.
Robert, folks around town call you Bullfrog. Can you tell us what makes this lampshade so special?
She's real kind to me. Don't laugh, but when I look at her, I feel warm, like she looks at.
I can kind of see him say that. So, is art imitating life or life imitating art? Now, these final two ones that have been sent to me. Hold on, let me just see if there's more shit's being sent to me. Oh, God. So much. I also want to hear from Ken. And, the timing's actually been quite good so far. I said I'd be done prior to 7 because he said that he could do that. Or that's, when he could start transmitting. But again, I think I've had fun. I mean, it's been close to 3 hours and stuff, and we've been, shooting the shit and all that. Maybe take a few calls. I don't know. But yeah, let's see these final two images, these two videos that were sent to me that were made by AI. But,
Hello, Sharks. My name is Tommy NC.
Oh. Let's do it this way. All right.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Tommy NC 2010. I'm 32 years old, I rock a fedora, and I'm the creator of the most positive comic book on the planet. Let me show you the power of believing in yourself. My name is Tommy NC, Hero 2010, that's me. I fight with kindness, comic book style, wanna come along for a wild mile. Sharks, I need a partner, bring the stream to print, oh yeah!
That's actually so much more like Tommy. That is. And it's not just the phone book sized chin underneath his other chin, underneath his other chin. And Tommy, I love you, buddy, but first stop with the clothes that you're wearing right now. It looks like you fucking shop at a fucking flea market. It really does. And it would probably be easier if you just wore a muumuu, because that might cause enough people to ridicule you where you'll just get back into shape rather than deal with that daily ridicule. But this is the most accurate one that we've received. I do appreciate the individual that sent it to me, who I shan't name.
My name is Tommy NC, Hero 2010, that's me. I fight with kindness, comic book style, wanna come along for a wild mile. Sharks, I need a partner, bring the stream to print, oh yeah! Ha!
My God, it is quite accurate, at least in some aspects. But what else we got? Did I play this? I think I played this. Yes, I did. I can do that. All right, well, I'll open up the lines, I don't know, for 15 to 20 minutes, maybe. I'll get into... Okay, how about this? I challenge you people. Whoever wants to, I don't know, add their input, can jump into either the StreamYard, thing that we've got open right now, or my general voice chat. Let me just join that right now. Let's give it up to do. It looks like it's working. Whoever jumps in first, shout out to the 32 viewing right now. We are wrapping it up. I just want to hear some final thoughts. I could go for a cigarette, actually. But if somebody jumps on, then I can use my phone to potentially jump into the Discord and then go out having a smoke. I know Bullseye was out there. Basically, he always likes to give his circular logic and convoluted statements. But hey, I'm willing to take just about anybody that wants to come in and alleviate me so I can at least step out, have a smoke while being on my phone. But I don't know if that's going to work, because I did have some issues with that the other day. Because it was working when I was on Ken's show, then I do my show, and then I go out for a smoke on my phone, and like, Dave, we can't hear you. Like, at least I'm being told that people on the stream couldn't hear me, but people in my Discord could. Weird shit going on. A new computer would fix this. But hey, it is the way it goes, at least for the time being. But donation lines are open, as the pit bull of the community proved that. And again, appreciate your donation. But my intent really is, and all the donations that I've received since they're in PayPal, they've stayed in my PayPal account. This has been for a while, because again, the whole idea, like honestly, the whole idea is like, I want this money available just on PayPal, so that it's not mixed up with what I'm, any money that I'm bringing in to my regular accounts. Like, this is separate, because this is for streaming. This is for YouTube. This is what it's going to be dealt, for. And I don't want to mix it up or anything like that. And again, it's my responsibility to be responsible with my expenditures. I can't control, the prices of fucking groceries up here, but I do have to fucking eat. So I gotta be responsible for planning that shit. I gotta be like, okay, which store can I get the best deal from? Like, do I have to get into coupons? Do I have to check out this? And but that's my responsibility. Like, to pay my bills every month, water bill included. That's my responsibility. So before I get to have fun with YouTube and run a show that I enjoy, that other people enjoy, I still got to take care of my own thing. I got to make sure that the electricity is paid for and all that. That's on me. Then when it comes to fun and games, well, that's what all these donations are going to be for. Okay, it's not fair. It's not fair for people that tune in. And this really does apply to Joe. But it's not fair that, all these donations will go to things that you should be doing because you're a fucking adult. It really should be going to just, continually making the show, or trying to make the show better, or trying to provide some fun to other people. I mean, at one point, a wheel was being used, Again, but that's just my view. I don't do it professionally. I don't have 3 jobs, thank God. I work side jobs when I can. Working on one right now, but again, my life, my responsibility is not the viewers. Okay. But when it comes to doing shows and stuff, if people want to help for that, not for me to be a fucking adult, nobody should be paying for that. If people want to just help on top of what I'm doing, yeah, that's awesome. I always appreciate it, and I do want to, again, I want to do what I want to do. That's what I want to do. I know that's a little cryptic, but the point is that variety show, I've always thought that those were fucking awesome. And I think that, again, and we've seen patterns of this, whether it be Monetize This, that could have been, or should have been, or, Friday Night Fire, that could have been. There were certain aspects that were on that path of what I thought not only I could accomplish, but I wanted to be involved with other people to accomplish, with a fucking variety show, with a bunch of different co-hosts that could play off each other and do different skits and jokes and interact and improv and shit. There's a lot of good people that in this community that can do improv, amazingly so. Ken is certainly one of them. Joe can certainly improv, but there's much more than that. And I want to be able to just do a show where I can just go back. I can literally just end the show. Great, we had a great night, blah, 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 good night, all that, go to sleep, wake up the next day, and decide, you know what? Let's watch my show. Let's see how it was by somebody who wasn't even producing it. I'm not watching it now as somebody who's running the show, but I'm watching it as somebody who's having a snack, a bunch of, I don't know, chips or fucking guacamole competition. And just watch it on my fucking big screen connected to my laptop or fucking on my computer while I'm organizing files. And listen back to a show that I put together that I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear somebody talk about these topics. I wanted to hear somebody make a clip like this. I wanted to hear somebody do a skit or a bit like this. And then listen back. And if it's not good enough, make notes, write it down, and improve it for the next time. Because, again, it's not just about others. It's about my personal enjoyment, not just enjoying doing the show, interacting with people, but being able to say, go back and sit back and just watch that again, big screen TV via my laptop, and say, I'm proud of that. I'm proud of that fucking show. I'm proud of that performance. I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud of what everyone else came together to do. That we did this show and interacted. That's honestly what I want to do. That's what I want to have fun with. And yeah, donations are great, but they get in the way of fucking the fun. At least to me, if they're constantly being insisted on. I'm quite honest. It seems like Joe is overly honest. I'll tell you certain things that I've got to pay for. I'm not going to tell you my entire, financial situation. No, that's my responsibility. That's my job. Okay. But again, I'm at the point in my life right now where I just want to have fun. And yeah, okay, talking drama is fun, but it's not the only thing. And it's certainly not the only thing I can do. And it's certainly not the only thing I want to do. I want to do these fucking skits and bits and just have fun. That's really just all I want to do at this point. And again, split it up with the other stuff that I've got to do in my life, and streaming online is not my priority. But when I do it, I want to do it right. I want to do it enjoyable, and I don't want to do it half-assed. So that's where I stand right now, and that's where I continue to plan to go. Whether I get support or not, okay. But that's my focus, and that's what I'm going to fucking move forward with. And it might not be as fast again, like Jacob RP was like, Ken, where's the studio, Ken? You told us for like the last 2 months. You told us that it's going to be there, and it's not there, Ken. Where's the fucking bouncy castle you promised us? You promised us the dunk tank? The dunk tank? Where's the dunk tank? Okay, why are you telling me all the time? And Ken doesn't get his fucking dunk tank. He promised that fucking in October. It's fucking... No, he promised that in July, and it's fucking October right now. Where's our fucking dunk tank, Ken? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Wire. Like, he promised us. He didn't really say, I promise to you people that I will do this. No, but he sort of said it in a way that my stupid mestizo mind, very stupid mestizo mind, convinced myself and white trash like Wire, convinced both of us that it was going to happen because somehow he said he wanted to do that, didn't promise, but we put it in our mind that he promised. And therefore, like, Ken, where's the fucking bouncy castle, Ken? Where's the fucking dunk tank and the fucking, the slippery side, Ken? Slippery slide, sorry. I'm mestizo, I'm half-breed mongrel. Can't talk too well. But como se dice, I can't even discuss Spanish with Russian because he knows more Spanish than me. But, como se dice. Okay? Okay. So yes, I think I certainly made my point today, people, ladies and gentlemen. Your emperor has spoken in a 3-hour bonanza at the dino that was, if you bothered to read the description, because that's where all the intelligent people go to. Today's special was Smorgasbord this. You get it? On the play on monetize this. Certainly better than fucking Garguts, where it's like, Gargutize this, I believe that's what he's calling his fucking show these days. I really don't know. But, yeah, rather. Hold on. In the chat, AI is taking over the community rip drama. What are you talking about? Again, I want to square off with these AIs because I know my logic will fucking burn out their fucking CPUs. Their CPU farms, actually, because there's a whole fucking thing going there. And Ghost of the Coast says, sad face. I just want to have fun too. Well, that's what I want to do. And I will be having fun. And I would like to move away from the drama. And again, if something pertinent is mentioned, okay, we can mention it, we can laugh at it. I mean, the water bill thing is funny, especially because it's been memed. That's what makes it funny, is that it's been memed. Not that the fucking guy owes money for water. But yeah, I plan to do it my way. And if I got to do it alone, fine. Like I've shown that I could do shows alone. And I really don't, just like Ken, we don't see it competition when we both air at the same time, or that Joe's airing at the same time as well. We don't see it as competition. We're doing our own thing, and on top of that, unlike Jacob RP, is like, no, I've got to be able to see it live at the same time. It's like, you're bored one day, like Bird, 6396. He goes, plays old shit. And he's like, and he leaves comments, or he sends comments to me. He's like, this still has huge replay value. And it's true. Because of the content of my character and the quality of my work. And that, my friends, is the difference. Nobody but does it. Delicious. Nobody does it better than Dave Rose. Nobody. And that's just a fact. But I've brought countless hours of entertainment. Countless. Because maybe we should ask AI to calculate it. Let's ask that fake AI that Ken's been dealing with. How many hours fake real Dave Rose been doing, great work? and it'll probably be quite a number. But yes, I am willing to take calls and so forth. But if nobody wants to call in, I will wrap it up. I am in the general right now. I've been in there for general voice chat on my Discord for the last 13 minutes, and I have been in my in the StreamYards chat for some time. I don't know. I've had fun. I've had fun fucking streaming for, again, the time that we've been doing this. No one wishes to add anything further. You know, we've had active people in the chat. That's cool. We know that Ken is basically able to transmit at least from 7 p.m. or later. But I will be, as he asked, I'm a man of my word. He asked for me to tell him once I was done, so I will do so as soon as I do end this transmission. But yes, it doesn't look like anyone has the interest in voicing their views on today's show with Devious Dave Rose. That's a lot of D's and V's in there, yes. But I had fun. I certainly did. It was somewhat all over the place, but I do like a little chaos from time to time. And again, nobody does it better than Dave Rose. That is true. Factually affirmed and verified. But yeah, people brought things to my attention. I brought them to everyone else's attention, and it's up for everyone to see past my bias. I'm always honest about my bias, but choose to ignore my bias and figure it out yourself. If it's true and you believe it, great. And if you don't believe it, okay, that's up to you. Goes from the coast, says, cuttlefish a hand. Cuttlefish. No, you forgot to add the cuttlefish a hand. It is a Japanese specialty. And again, something else that I created in this community. Very comical. And it will forever live in people's minds, especially the haters who just can't understand why somebody would like me. But then there's the normal people like you guys listening, and you certainly understand why people like me and why I love me. But yeah, I had a fun fucking time. Happy Thanksgiving to all Canadians. I know our country is not in the best shape right now. But be grateful for what freedoms we do still have. And the fact that America's on our doorstep ready to fucking jump in and, you know, take us over. 51st state, you know what I'm saying? Dave retire from drama? Is the world ending? Who says I'm retiring from drama? What are you talking about? Tiff says, Agent Black Widow is officially retired. That is, you know, again, they say that you can't ever quit the CIA. So, okay, that's your public statement. I'm sure that that's what you want publicized. Got it. Wink, wink. But yeah, I've done a great show tonight. We've had quite a few people come in through here. A good chunk, 3+ hours. Not bad. Entertained people. Had some great fucking AI. Gonna love this shit into the future when it comes to commercials for Dave Rose's new show. And I'm still working on the title on that one, but I got a few good ones, but nothing yet will be announced. But yeah, I had a good time. I do appreciate everyone that did choose to join us with their presence here today. And on that note, we shall see you next time.